Well, alrighty, welcome to a final. That's right, the Virgo Cup Category B finals between F8 Team and Sons of Korhal. It is bound to be quite the set between these two awesome teams. Hope you guys are ready for this, because I sure am. So, let's introduce our players. In the purple, we have Alan F8. Actually, it's Alan F, but you know, it's funny. So, Alan F playing as the Vietnamese. In the yellow, we got Astrion playing as the Persians. Good stuff. In the red, we have Arion playing as the Mayans. I like it. On the other side, in the teal, we got Igalima playing as the Byzantines. Good stuff. In the green, we have Cascot playing as the Berbers. And then in the blue, we've got Leo playing as the Saracens. Alrighty then. Let's have a look at these civilizations. Now, I do have to disclose, I did not have the map draft nor the civ draft for these two teams for this set. So I don't know what civilizations they banned, what they picked, and what maps they have picked as their home maps. Now, I assume that Franks and Britons were probably banned, otherwise you would see them here. That I can guess. Gurjaras were probably banned as well, as were Hindustanis. And then maybe some bans based on the home maps. I don't know. I have no vision. We'll just have to be surprised then what these teams have been going for. Now, let's see. We have Mayans. Well, clearly Mayans weren't banned then, otherwise they wouldn't be here. Mayans, of course, being a great Arabia Civ with their cheaper archers and insane economy, and of course the always possible eagle switch that you can go for. So yeah, Mayans are pretty sweet. Then Persians, of course, a great boom civ. You do get, faster working TCs with more HP as well, which really helps you get a lot of villagers out, especially in castleates, when that starts to speed up a little bit, because you got more town centers then. Of course, the TC does not work faster in feudal age. That would be insane, obviously. It's only in Dark Age. It's only in feudal age, I think. Okay, and for purple we have Vietnamese. Vietnamese, of course, have archers with more HP. They also have a decent eco bonus in that they don't have to pay wood for their economical upgrades. Also, they have the opportunity to go for a rattan archer, which is an anti-archer archer, but you do need a castle for that. In Imperial Age, they can make Imperial skirmishers, which have extra pierce armor. A total of 9. And actually, red and yellow can make that unit as well, because it's a team unit. Yes. Talking about team units, we also have Berbers on the field, which means that if you want to go for Janitors, you totally could. Janitors are not that bad anymore, actually. They've been buffed recently, so they're actually not half bad. In this matchup, though, I don't think you want to be making Janitors anyways, because you want to be making Arbalists. Now, Berbers do get an awesome discount on Cavalry, which gets even better in Imperial Age. It starts in Castle Age. It's on all Cavalry, including Scouts, including Knights, and, of course, Camels. Which means you can get a lot more military out than your opponent can with the same amount of resources. So all things being equal, Berbers, the better military civ in Castle Age for sure. They're Xing teal right now because, of course, the Vietnamese player knows exactly where everyone is. That's why purple is Xing everyone. Of course, teal is Byzantines. Byzantines are not the best archer civ in the world. They certainly don't have the best archers, at least that's for sure. So they lack some in that department. But they have one trick up their sleeve there, which is the fast imp. Or at least going up to imp before anyone else, because your upgrade costs only 2/3 of the cost of a normal Imperial Age upgrade. That is like 666, 583 gold or something like that. 666 food, something like that. I don't know the numbers exactly. It's cheaper, basically. And how are you doing, Astrionum? Good to see you, man. And you can say hi to yourself. Hello. There you go. Alright, blue, walling in his villages there. Do not have looms, so they could get sniped. So purple was looking for a snipe there, but doesn't get it. Also, at this point, it's too late to lane, but I guess that was never the intention. You could have done that as the Vietnamese player. But remember, this is a final. This is a very important game. Tensions are high. Stakes are high. Pressure is on all of these players. Making one mistake can cost your team the game. So you don't want to go for crazy lames, unless your name is MBL. In which case, how would you even resist that temptation? It's impossible. Alright, for blue, of course, he is Saracen. Saracens do not get a lot of bonuses on their archers. They get, of course, that attack bonus versus buildings, which is really nice. Also applies to the entire team. So the Byzantine player also depends on that, or I mean, can use that. Thing is, Saracens beyond that don't get any bonuses on their archers, really. They do get a very open tech tree, that's nice. They also have the market, allowing them to buy their way up to the castle slates and imperial age a lot faster than everyone else because it's cheaper to do so. You get more food for less gold, which is kind of neat, isn't it? And of course, balancing your economy around is of course kind of nice. Now, looks like our players are making it to the feudal age, and ooh, I'm seeing purple going for something interesting. There you go. Purple is making some militia. Alright. He will be men-at-arms in a second, and they will try to hit blue where it hurts, right in the berries. Which sounds dirty, but indeed, it's supposed to, it's supposed to be the weak spot after all. Unfortunately for him, the gold and the berries are in the back of blue's base. Yep, they're hanging down below. Yeah, so you're gonna have to walk a little bit further. God, I love being juvenile. Alright, well, unfortunately, there is a wall going up already, so it's going to take a while. Again, this wall delaying purple a little bit before the men-at-arms get there, and blue may have archers out by that time and defend himself here. Yeah, this should be good. I think, honestly, I would prioritize the blacksmith here, get fletching first, right? With the few archers that you make, you can immediately kill these men-at-arms fast. Or, I guess, if you want numbers. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as you get archers with fletching out at some point. That's kind of the big thing, obviously. As the men-at-arms make it to a blue space, and they're going to go straight for the berries. Now, why the berries over the gold, right? Blue's been mining gold for a while now, which means that if you deny the gold now, it's not going to actually deny the gold for a long time. At least not the archer production, that will still continue. Instead, hitting the berries is the better place to go, because if there's one thing that blue does not have right now, it's a lot of food. He doesn't have any farms, right? He needs food in order to keep this DC running. If you hit the berries and they get pushed off the berries, that will force blue into farms, or he will have to idle his DC. Either one of the two. Until you get at least 4 farms up, you're going to need the berries for critical food production as, oh boy. Yeah, the walls on one side of the gold did not go up, and all these villagers are kind of stuck in here. Now, blue, it does have some archers out now to defend himself. I guess there's that. Green also joining the fray here. The common help is embattled flank to defend himself against the Vietnamese men-at-arms rush. And yeah, purple's just going to try to buy as much time with this now as he possibly can. And that is totally fine. Alright, well, the scout for purple goes down. The men-at-arms will soon go down as well. His spearman dealing with the scout. Blue scout gone down at the same time. Good stuff. Men-at-arms are out as well. Even without fletching, that's fine. And blue will be okay here. He was able to keep his town center running, I think. Let's see. Largely. He did have some idle TC time, but it's okay. So did teal. So teal can't say anything, can he? Alright, well, red getting most of the walls up, already walled behind on this side. Of course, there's some houses behind this. It eventually would be a good idea because a wall that far away is very vulnerable. His main gold is behind his houses, so that's fine. So purple, yeah, that gold is pretty safe, actually. For now. I mean, you will still have to wall this. And, ooh, that's a hole. So you still have to wall on the other side of the woodlight as well. Alright, Spearman got destroyed by the scouts. It's a purple Spearman. There you go. And the archers for blue going forward. There's 7 archers, 9 archers on the field for blue now. Only 4 for purple. So purple's going to have a hard time defending himself here. Alright, what's happening on the other side? Well, yellow, of course, is hitting green here. At least he's trying to. 6 scouts for yellow. Scouts are still coming forward, and oh, interesting. Red bypassing teal, right? Teal, who has 6 archers, could defend himself. I mean, either bypassing or trying to attack in the back, whichever of the two it is. The berries are there, but it looks like he's going to go for green here. Looks like we have a short pause there, that's fine. As blue sits behind the wood line and can maybe kill a villager. Does he have fletching? Yes, he does, so he could kill a vill. One vill almost dying, and purple's going to have to just chop that tree. That's safer. As red shows up to green's base, green is probably, I'm not sure if he's aware of it yet. He hasn't sent his scouts back or exited yet. So now there is a spearman here, so the scouts that were here will die really quickly. Now green knows. Now he knows, like, that there is army at his base. Green has walled most of his base, so it's going to be really difficult for the archers at least to get in. The scouts can just run right through. On the other side though, green and blue are also besieging purple. Purple already forced to drop a tower on his gold that will keep these archers away so he can keep making archers that he can then send into blue's firing line and they'll just die. Yeah, it's a tried and true strategy, right? Making your opponent waste all his arrows on your units so that they run out of ammunition, and that way you can like kill them. Not, you know, of course, notwithstanding the fact that there is no such thing as ammunition in Age of Empires. You kind of have infinite ammunition, don't you? Yep, there's more arrows where that came from. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like, if we understood, like, the industrial level production that you need to keep these archers supplied with ammunition, it's just crazy. Anyways, purple and blue is sparring a little bit here. Purple making use of the fact that he's a tower as well, so blue trying to outmicro this as well. Vietnamese, of course, have more HP on their archers and definitely have the better archers then. I think blue definitely did a great job. Still behind in the HP, but he's okay. Green is here with some scouts, which are not doing a whole lot. I think green is kind of distracted by what's happening in his base. As green is trying to pull back some villages, as he did lose 3 villages in total already to this early push from red and from yellow. Red can actually escape down a hole behind the wood line. Nicely done. At least teal now can alert green that there is in fact a hole behind his wood line. Guess it's better to know about that now than later when knights come into view. As blue is still trying to do some damage now to the Vietnamese player here. Those are some awkward wood lines, alright. Those are some awkward wood lines. And especially when you don't notice you're getting raided on them, purple. Oh, purple losing 3 villagers to that early, well, to that archer fire from blue, who now decides to take his business elsewhere. Green is already at yellow's base as well. Yellow has 6 scouts, but yellow clicked up the castle aids before green, yes, but he did idle his production in order to do that. As a result, he will not have a lot of scouts now at home to defend himself. His scouts, in fact, are in blue's base, or outside of blue's base. Trying to break in. Red's here as well, so he could certainly help with that. And blue's just going to wall behind and keep that out. But the problem is, this army will break into your base. Remember, Saracen archers break through buildings very easily. Yeah, blue can easily deny this as well. Just punch through the walls right there, and you're fine. This one. Right there. What green is doing. Blue. Blue. This one. Blue. Because blue is distracted. Blue is distracted. He wants to keep his army out at all costs. As he should. As he should. Blue. Okay, green can now break in. There you go. And green and blue can walk right in. As blue tried to walk in, but where's his army going? Because blue decides not to walk in then. So it's just green. But why not? You could have killed all of this. Ah, blue. Why not? Why hide your archers here? Green doesn't have an army. I guess he doesn't want to lose his archers to the knights that green has. But honestly, if you kill that many villagers, that may be worth it. You know, I don't know. But, I mean, I guess discretion is the better part of valor. So, you know, instead of wasting your archers in yellow's base, if you may get kills, you may also not get kills. I guess it's better to not lose them. As red manages to get into teal's base, how, I'm not so sure. I guess there's a hole right there. But the way that teal's base is set up, red can't walk around it, so he can't really get there. So we have 2 towers now. Oh, like Lord of the Rings, the 2 towers. Cool. Yeah, one protecting wood. This is Saruman, and then this is Sauron with the gold. That's right. Alright, well, blue now, of course, has an army still. He is almost in castle age. We'll have crossbows then. And purple, they're still on the way. Purple has 15 archers in the field at the moment, but they are going forward now to attack the Saracen base, which is admittedly very risky. As the scouts are still in, nice house walls there for purple, but of course crossbows will be out in a second, and those crossbows can range this wood line. So you're gonna have to abandon that wood line anyways, in which case green can then do some damage. That's what you think, but green is doing something else right now. Looking for some kills here, but yeah, the tower is doing a good job there. And yeah, the wood line getting massacred now. Purple is not in a good position, that's for sure. Teal though, Teal has 16 archers, most of which are, well, half of which are actually in the north. The other half are defending the south. Now again, red going forward with some siege though. I like that, going aggressive here against Teal. Now the risk, of course, of going aggressive on 3v3s with siege is that, well, often in case it kind of draws the opponent's pocket towards you, and they will kill your siege. So yeah. As, purple. Purple not paying attention to his forward army there, losing a lot of critical archers, is now down to 5 archers, not going to be able to upgrade anything, and as a result, now Blue has an army in Purple's base, and Purple is not going to be able to defend from that, is he? I don't think so. Yeah, wood lines are denied, 2 of them as well, so this is the final wood line. Where do you think Blue's going to send his next archer group? Of course, down there. We got bears attacking crossbows, which are set on peaceful modes, so they don't attack. As teal, and yeah, that's what I mean. Remember, if you bring out siege, you're gonna draw out your opponent's pocket, and they're gonna kill your siege, against you. Of course, this siege workshop should go down really quickly because these these Byzantine crossbows do have the Saracen bonus. Here comes Red though. Red's not been sitting on his ass this entire time. No, he's made 41 crossbows. There you go. So that's a lot of crossbows indeed. That will push back this little army for teal, which is literally half. Yep. How much army does he have? Half. That's the answer. I know, I mean how many crossbows? Yeah, half. Literally half. Get some some scouts left over from feudal age are raiding inside teal's base, but they're not going to be able to kill that much here, especially when they don't attack, which they didn't. Okay, well, green is here as well. Green is streaming at night, should stick with night production for the time being, because of course the Persian player can also make camels. There's no point in making camels here, unless you're really far behind, which I don't think is the case here. As oh, doubt TC! As Yellow noticed that, did he notice it? No, he didn't notice it. The villager's walking away as the TC is denied. Hey. Green also trying to break in on this side together with Blue, and yeah, Yellow's got his knights over here, which means that Red is on his own. Hey, Red on his own is doing a good job, doing a stellar job with 40 crossbows on the field. That's pretty good. You can one-shot knights with that. As Green is still hanging out on the right side of Teal's base, they are waiting their moment to take a good fight. Teal got ballistics. His crossbows are a lot stronger now, of course. Green coming in here. +2 is coming in, but still 40 seconds away. Got a mangonel as well, as Purple is fast dying on this side. Remember, Saracen archers can easily kill your town centers. Ah yes, the tried and true strategy. Kill their blacksmith, then they won't have any armor, I mean, Teal actually doesn't have the final armor upgrade, or the second one I mean, on his crossbows, so yeah. Yellow though, coming in with the knights now. Enough knights with +2 and +2 attack to at least wither down the numbers for Blue, but it's not enough to kill him off completely. At the end of the day, Blue can still take down his town center if he so desired. As here comes Green, taking a fight now. Oh, one shot from the mangonel still landing. Another shot from Teal landing as well. As Green is pushing this crossbow army back. And yeah, the downside, in a 3v3, going for a siege push, you're often cased by yourself. As this mangonel killed more knights than it did crossbows with that shot. Right, that mangonel is helping Teal push Red back, because without it, he wouldn't be able to do it. I think they're just going to stick with this hill and defend that for the time being, because Red's army is just too big at the moment. On the other side, 37 crossbows for Blue versus 15. Blue also had 53 villagers. He's also looking to click up, I think. Look at the gold. Look at the food count. That's a high food count. You can certainly click up with that. Just need some more gold. Arbalest would certainly end Purple's day, that's for sure. Yeah. And especially if it's going to take a fight there against way fewer crossbows. Yeah, that was a much better fight for Blue, especially since Siege is now coming out as well. Now, Red and Yellow realizing, okay, Purple's probably dead here, so we're going to have to push on the left-hand side. We have a shot here. Teal's not that strong either. Teal has 54 villagers, which is it's similar to Purple, though still 12 more villagers. He also has a very small army at the moment, only 20 crossbows, and going down still. Mangonel shot though. Mangonel shot. Oh, bam! Nice shot. Teal with another shot. Red not paying attention. Losing crossbows fast. Yeah, another shot. Oh! Ooh! That was very close. That was very, 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 very close. Playing with fate there, aren't we, Red? Oh boy. Mangonel v Mangonel as Blue again. Can totally click up here in a second. I hope Blue remembers that he has Saracens, and that the Saracens get this nice bonus at the market. Look at how cheap that food is. Yeah, just sell some stuff. Alright, so sell some stuff, buy your way up. There you go. There you go. He remembered. I'm Saracens. I get to cheat at the market. There you go. Blue on the way to Imperial Age, the first to do so. Oh, no, actually, red is actually the first to click up. Why would you look at that? If the Saracens don't use their bonus, yeah, Mayan economy will get you up to the next stage a lot faster, obviously. It will be Arbalest soon. Red managed to keep most of his army alive. As a result, they better take a fight against that soon. Otherwise, it will be Arbalest, and that's not good. But oh boy, here come the knights. How many is that? 21 knights versus how many crossbows? 37. Green could take that fight if he wanted to. Red should not take that fight. And Red getting a few free kill there. That's nice. But yeah, still. 1 for 1 with the mangonel. Oh, beautiful attack ground from purple. Nicely done there. Gets the mangonel for blue. Pushes blue away. Yeah, that's good. Blue's going to have to wait until his imp upgrades. His teal. Bowsaw was missing. It's okay. Teal was under a lot of pressure. It's fine. Alright, well, green now is sending his knights to yellow. Alright, or we're going to go to red. What are we doing? So red is going to be an imp soon, which means that for now, in about a minute, green will lose the ability to fight around red's army or base if he doesn't get his own Imperial Age upgrades, which again, probably not going to happen anytime soon. Right now, though, he is sending that giant knight army into yellow's base. Yellow has only 9 knights on the field versus 38 knights. Yeah, green's got way more knights right now. The yellow's gonna have to defend himself here. Yellow's action is just say like, guys. Yeah, so remember how I said that we were gonna make I was gonna make knights? Yeah, I didn't fully do that. I made some knights, but not as much as green apparently. Whoops. Whoopsie. Yeah, well, those knights are poised to break in. That house wall better go up. Oh, no! The villager was too late, and the knights get in. Disaster hits yellow's base. Yellow had 84 villagers, but that is soon to change as the knights even stopping the yellow knights from getting in. Look at that. That's beautiful. And using a nice choke point. And now green's just going to raid around. Now, these are Persian TCs. You're not just going to kill those with knights, obviously. At least not that fast. Although 26 knights may very well do it, as yellow also has a lot of vills in the wood line there. Oh, he better hope that green never finds that. He better hope for that one. Arbalest making their way into the Imperial Age, into the base for the Imperial Byzantines, who is getting imp upgrades, or at least he will get the Imperial Age soon to get his imp upgrades. So at least he will be able to counter that. Knights for green, yeah, have whittled down. There's only 20 of them still. You know, they have killed most of Yellow's army, obviously. Yellow has lost a bunch of villagers there. Still at 84, as he's trying to bring in some of those lumberjacks, which are very much in harm's way. But yeah, the town center fire from both sides here, whittling down green's numbers. So at the end of the day, I think it will be fine. But this is not fine. This is not fine. Oh boy, blue coming in with some Arbalest. I thought he would just destroy purple, but no. Purple, I mean, is definitely castellates forever for the time. As blue says, you know what, party at yellow's base. There you go. Party hard. Using the Saracen Arbalest to kill this building fast. Look at that. Ah, man, so trolly. Red now forced to send Arbalest to the north as well, meaning that critical reinforcements are not going to the front where Teal was trying to go for cute stone walls. Alright. Well, yeah, but Red is still busy chasing this as Teal's trying to get his upgrades. At least, I think so. He's not getting the upgrades. Yeah, you can't take a fight. You lack range. You can't take a fight here. This is like trying to fight Britain crossbows. Ever. Just no bueno. Arbalest from red in low numbers can't kill that many knights, although green decides not to go for it though. 1 TC down, 70 vills for yellow, and yellow is trying to make some knights. He doesn't have the food for it. He simply doesn't have the food, and that means he can never kill his army. He just can't kill this. So green's just going to go somewhere else now. Well, I know where green's going to go. He's actually going to go to his own base now. Now, he does have a castle to protect himself. That's good. You kind of need castles in a game like this. You know, it's just too dangerous not to. As green is trying to scramble out of military here. He is on the way to Imperial Age, but the Arbalest are here. They're here, as some little girl once said, famously, as yellow is, the great exodus out of your base. Yellow can't kill this. He needs red or purple to do it. He can't kill it himself. He doesn't have the resources to get an army out, nor the resources to go up the imp. Yeah, that's kind of problematic. That's why I always say, if you hit the pocket space, that really hurts. Because the flank may still go to Imperial Age. The flank may still make army, even if they lost half their economy. The pocket, though, I don't think so. Oh, honors a shot. Honors a shot. Honors a shot. Red noticed it. Teal dodging as well. Red did see it, but oh boy, Red, watch out. Watch out. These oranges are still lacking range here. Only 8 of them. 8 range. If they get one more range with siege engineers, they will outrange the arbalest, which means they can take shots at you. Yeah, Red is getting out of here. He's getting out of here. You might actually run into Green's army, which was camped out there. Oh, Green. Don't give him your army now, Green. Okay, Green, reacting in time, is going to get out of here. Loses 3 knights as he runs out. But here come the knights from both sides. Green has been waiting for this moment. This army is toast if it doesn't get out of here soon. I'm not sure if that's good. He's going north now. Oh boy. Blue building a castle in the middle to secure his position. Purple again is still forever feudalage. Forever castle age at the moment. That's good. Green, though, like vultures, is circling his prey, waiting for his upgrades. Red is in the middle of nowhere. He knows he cannot count on any support. Green still keeping his army out. The onagers coming in close. Nice split micro there for Red. Gets one onager. Red! I can't believe that didn't kill more. I can't believe that didn't kill more. I guess nice split there for Red. You know, staggering his units enough that they couldn't kill. But Green's army, onagers are right behind. Green's army is circling its prey, man. Oh my god. Red's, yeah, instead of going to the left, he went to the north. And as a result of that, Green now, with the last armor upgrade, Cavalier is coming in, and Green is going to clean his entire army up. Surround from one side. Ah, Red! Red's arbalest. Ah, onager shots as well. Ay, 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 ay. The entire army gets cleaned up without doing as much as a scratch to Green's, well, soon to be, you know, fully upgraded Cavalier army. Not good. Not good, because Purple already can't defend himself against this. That much is clear, right? Purple is pretty much dead here anyways. I guess... Yeah, no one on F-A-Team's side has the food to sling him to Imp here, so that's not going to happen. If anything, they should sling Yellow to Imp. That's more important. As, yeah... Oh, no! Another Arbalest army caught off guard. And, of course, the Berber player doesn't care about losing a few Cavalier here. He doesn't care. Just goes for the surround. 26 Arbalest getting mopped up at the moment by the Cavalier that are chasing them. Again, nice micro there. Trying to back up as much as possible, but... My god, my god. Army count not looking too good for F-A-Team, is it? Nope. It's almost half that of Sons of Korhal. Remember, most of that, or some of that, is still Castle Age military. Yeah, as Yellow has had to reboom, right? Build all these farms again, as he lost a lot of farms in his main base to the Saracen player. Oh boy, that's good. Here comes Green. Yeah, you see, he knows where Red's army is. He knows that Red has to follow him, so instead he sends his horde down south. 43 Cavalier will be able to kill this army of Arbalest. Ay, ay, ay. And, ooh, Rock Knuckles. Hello there. Hello there. Just in time to see Red getting cleared up. Haha. God, I love that emote. I really do. It's a fantastic emote. I like it lots. Yeah, Red. Yeah, 25 Arbalest, not enough to kill this many Cavalier, and there's more where that came from. As of course, the Berber player is just going to start spamming and spamming and spamming. With 138 villagers, he has the resources to do it. Blue is completely cleared out. Purple's base in the north. It's 18 villagers only for him. It's just down to Red and Yellow, but Yellow's on the way to Imp. Red's just lost most of his army there. He's got some Arbalest still, but that's about it. And yeah, if the Arbalest don't fight the Cavaliers, you know, Cavaliers will just run into the rest of your economy and kill that. As another TC will go down, and Green, of course, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's got plenty of rest still to spend. You know, that may not look like a whole lot, but remember, it's Berbers. It's fairly cheap to do this. Yeah, there's more Cavalier being sent forward. Yeah, the only hope is if Yellow still has a lot of gold banked up, which he doesn't, he may be able to help. But yeah, like I said, no gold. No gold. And there you have it. The GG is called. The first game going to Sons of Korhal. And they are looking strong indeed. My god. Yeah, I mean, this was sort of a revolving door game, with Blue putting pressure on Purple, with Red putting pressure on Teal, but Teal held on. Teal was able to hold the walls, you know, mostly, right? I mean, he stonewalled the sides as well. I like that. You know, Red felt the need to do damage to green instead of to teal once blue and green showed up in yellow's base. Purple took too much damage to be able to help his teammates here, obviously. Yeah, and after that, I mean, whereas yellow took a lot of damage, had to relocate a lot of his economy, which set him back a lot, as yellow wanted to get the imp before he resigned here. Green didn't have to do that. There you go. Green didn't have to do that, you know, as a result he got ahead there, and of course it was just waiting until they had the army numbers and the technology to take a fight against Red's giant army in the middle here. That army got cleaned up, then another army got cleaned up as well, and with that, yeah, the Red Empire just had to fall. Their armies got defeated in the field. That is kind of how it works in medieval warfare. If you do take a pitched battle on the field, you lose it, you lose your kingdom as well. Yeah. There you go. First game goes to Sons of Kahal. Good stuff. I smell something weird. There's someone is... well, I mean, they're working in a yard outside, so they may be using some sort of, like, fertilizer or something like that. Yeah. Oh, no, I know what that is. I know what that is. Never mind. It's fine. No, the house is not on fire. Don't worry about it. Alright, like military kitty here we got, yeah, way better kitty for blue. He was definitely dominating the Vietnamese player there. Purple's never able to get a whole lot of military out to defend himself. Yeah, they did good with the Mangonel defense though. I did notice that. That was good. Yeah, at the same time, yellow wasn't able to defend himself. If you look at the production there, 65 to 163. It's not even close, right? And then red was with 181, the biggest producer of the map. But the problem was he lost a lot of that army as well. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, a great economy for green, obviously. He boomed yellow by far. That much is clear. I mean, again, yellow had to relocate his economy. Green did not have to do that. That certainly didn't help, did it? And of course, the economy for red was, yeah, tied with blue's economy, so they're pretty much the same level there. But of course, teal was way further ahead than purple was. Looking at the APM, all right, looks like red here with the fastest APM today, or at least for this match, 65. That's good. 62 APM for teal, though, so that's pretty close. Good stuff. All righty. That was a very good, like, decent first game there, you know, to get this set going as well. Of course, Sons of Kahal will be happy with their early victory, and you know that if a team, you know, this may shake them a little bit, you know. I mean, it's of course very nerve-wracking to play a final anyways. I can only imagine how players felt at this point, you know. Of course, for them it's important now to get a victory on their own home map. I think that's really important, right? To just kind of close that, even that out a little bit. Psychologically, that's really, then, you know, that really helps you for the set. Because if you lose another one, well, that sucks, because that's a match point for Sons of Kahal. That means that you can't lose a game anymore, and they will know that because, actually, interestingly, F8 team, they actually reverse sweep their opponent in one of the sets. Yes, that's right. In the semifinals, actually. We cast that 2 days ago. So they will know, like no other, what it is to be behind 2 games in a competitive scene. So of course, let's hope that doesn't happen, obviously. Because we don't want that to happen. We want this to be 1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2, and then 3-2. That's what we want, because we are the casters and the audience. Now, again, we do not have a draft, so I don't know what the whole map is going to be. I don't know what the civilizations are going to be. So we're going to go straight into the next game. And let's see. What are we going to get? We have... Kawasan. Alright then, that's good. Yeah, no surprises there. Kawasan is one of the more popular maps, especially of the elimination stage. A lot of teams are familiar with that map. They know the map from the normal, you know, map pool in game. So yeah, let's go. All right, let me change some colors there. Bloop bloop. There you go. I know they don't like green, but I do. So yeah. Alrighty then. Welcome to the second game between Sons of Kahal and F8 team. You guys ready? It's Kawasan. Now, as we all know, it's all about those ponds. You know, those fishing ponds. There's not that much fish in them, obviously, but enough fish to catapult you right into Gaslight and Imperial Age, most importantly. Which, of course, is why you will want to take advantage of those ponds. Right. Now, of course, there will be 2 pawns that will be between the 2 opposing flanks. Right. So you have to fight over those if you want to. So with that in mind, let's have a look what civilizations we've gotten now from these 2 teams. We'll start with the home map team. In the red, we've got Adion playing as the Koreans. All right. In the yellow, we've got Astreon playing as the Lithuanians. Perfect. In the purple, we have Alan Efe playing as the Portuguese. Good stuff. Then in the teal, we have Igalima playing as the Dravidians. Alright. In the green, we've got Cascot playing as the Sicilians. That's fine. And then in the blue, we got Leo playing as the Japanese. Alright. Now. Yeah. When it comes to hybrid civs, right, it seems fairly evenly divided here. Now, I mean, between Japanese and Koreans, obviously Japanese are the better water civ. That was historically true. That is true in Age of Empires as well. So, yeah, so it's not like Koreans stand much of a chance. Well, I mean, they do actually, because Japanese don't get stronger navy, right? Their navy is actually not, it's just generic, but they get fishing ships that work faster, that also are more tanky, they're more likely to stay alive, and of course bring in more food during their lifetime, allowing you to get the gas slates faster and get that power spike to finish off water if you need to. So that is a really good bonus, obviously. A little bit of a scout fight over here, purple running away from the Dravidian scout. Koreans, though, they don't get a whole lot of water at all, so I can see the Korean player maybe not even docking here, but I think he should. I think you should at least try, and I guess we'll see if Red's going to dock that or not. Now, of course, he can, of course, dock the pocket pond, right? The pond between the pocket and the flank. But of course, if he does that, then he's cannibalizing on the food that yellow desperately needs. Because of course, it's important for the pocket to dock. Now, yellow's going to dock on this side first. So if red takes some fish here, it's not the biggest, not the worst thing in the world. But still, right? You want to leave all this food for yellow because he needs it to delay farms and yeah, get a lot of military out, obviously. Alright, on the other side, we got Portuguese versus Dravidians. Now, I heavily favor Portuguese here. The reason for that is very simple. Portuguese actually get bonuses on their navy. Dravidians don't. Dravidians do get an awesome unit. It's called the Thirasadai, which is a Imperial Age longboat with a lot of HP. A very fat longboat. It's the chunka boy of water. But like I said, it's Imperial Age, so you're not going to see that here. I doubt that we're going to see that here. If we do see that here, then that would be awesome. But I doubt it. It wouldn't really be useful though. Portuguese though, they do get more HP on their ships, which really helps you in fire galley battles because of course your fire galleys will have more HP. As Yellow probably thought, oh, there's nowhere in hell that my villager will get sniped as Yellow tries to go for the quick wall. Bummer. Almost got it though. Almost got it. That was a close call. Close call. Yeah, nice well sniped there for Teal. And of course, this is what you should be doing, by the way, with your scouts, right? It's what you should be doing as Blue's trying to lame this boar for the time being. Just try to delay it, make the timing off. Being very annoying. Now what you could do as well is hit it with your scout, right? Because then it loses HP and maybe Red miscalculates with his villagers. If he tries to garrison his DC and shoot his boar with the vills, he might kill it accidentally. So that actually helps a lot as well. And hey, you may be able to delay it long enough that you can actually kill it. So, who knows, right? Alright, last we have the pockets to talk about. Lithuanians are the better hybrid civ with extra food. You can go to water a lot faster. And as a result, look at that, 3 fishing ships versus just 2. Right, so that does make a difference. But green does have a competitive feudal age time here, so it's going to be fine. Remember, green scouts, of course, don't take as much damage from either camels or spearmen. So that definitely helps you as well. Of course, green does not have a very clear eco bonus. You do get 100 stone at the start of each game, which you can sell, which is nice. You can also use it to build a tower or an extra town center if you so desire. I would go for an extra DC in this case, given all that fish that you have. Another thing that the Sicilians have going for them is the fact that they get double the food per food upgrade, right? So if you get the first food upgrade and the second one, you basically don't have to rebuild your farms until Imperial Age. That's how good that is. So that's a lot of food on your farms. The thing is, that is a slow bonus. It takes a while to kick in, right? So Sicilians do better in longer games. Lithuanians, of course, like their early aggression. So we'll see how that's going to go. Anyways, looks like both players are just going to go for feudal age play here. Get some scouts out. Yep, barracks going up for yellow as well. We are seeing some walls already going up for yellow, of course. It's fairly easy to team wall as red decided not to go for water here. Nor did blue. Wait, blue didn't go to water at all. What? But you're Japanese. What madness is this? Alright, well, I guess blue wants to go aggressive on land then. That's clear. Yeah, there you go. An archery range going to go up. Now we have a dock, but your castlades time is going to be worse now. Huh. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think docking is pretty essential on a map like that. Even if you go for the safe dock, right? That's fine. That's totally fine. Again, that's fine. Just make a few fishing ships. But I think it's totally worth it. Especially as Japanese with the better fishing ships. I don't know about that one, though. Anyways, we got a loon villager now taking damage from a scout in feudal age. But yeah, purple, but nice blocking there. Almost got it. But yeah, teal bringing in a scout in time to push that away. Although purple can take this fight. Purple, if you click the scout, you have more HP. You can fight this. I think teal realized that before purple, actually. Villager is walled in. That's good. As red's just going to try to get the walls up as well. I'm not sure what red's going to do. I guess he's also going to go aggressive on land. So both players will just kind of ignore water a little bit, or at least ignore the pond in the middle, and go for aggression on land. But the difference is that blue didn't have fishing ships in the meantime. As a result, you know, his castlades time will probably be a bit worse than that. You know, because red did have more economy working. At least that's what you think. Actually, it evens out a little bit. There, red actually had some villager, had some idle TC time. There you go. Had some idle TC time. As a result, blue, who didn't have idle TC time like that, is actually a unequal footing with the Vilcan. Alright, well, we got navy now for teal. Again, teal also not investing in fish. What? I mean, you're Dravidians. You get extra wood. Why not? That's strange to me. Very strange. To not invest in fish on Kawasan. Like you don't invest in the middle. Okay, that's fine. If you don't want to fight for water, again, that's fine. But, I mean, the safe pond, right? I mean, it's not like green need that much fish there. I think it's, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it works out for Sons of Karhal. This may come back to haunt them. You know, the castle age times for F18 may be better, which will definitely favor them. Or it won't matter. Ooh, I like this, though. Now, this I do like. Teal going for a forward dock, something that yellow has no idea, no idea about. He may not even expect that. It doesn't actually happen that much in Kawasan games, but hey, why not? Why not? I mean, you can kill yellow's entire fish economy there before he even notices, and he needs that fishing economy, that's for sure. Alright, we got two fire guys for both players, but purple now with a third one. So teal's gonna have to pull back here and try to repair that. There's no villager here yet to do that work. So purple now getting some free hits here and kills that fire galley, loses one himself. And now it's still 2v2 with the fire galley attacking the wrong one, not this one, which is weaker. There you go, that's nice. Alright, just still, yeah, 1v1 with the fire galleys. Okay. Alright, scouts for green coming forward now to snipe the archers for red that he was so kind to let everyone know we're there. There you go. Thank you, red. This is super cordial, you know? You don't just go in unannounced. You knock on the door, you say, "Hello, world, I am here." Kind of like purple, who managed to get his way into teal's base. I'm not sure how that happened. Must have been the front somewhere. Yeah, he just walked around, and is now in the archery, in the wood line. Now, no flexing yet on these archers, so as you can see, they struggle to kill villagers. But still, they can at least delay this wood line a little bit. It will probably force green to send scouts to the north now. Yep, there they go. Now, what's yellow doing? Yellow is making scouts. He's got 7 scouts somewhere. Let's see, there's some scouts in here, over there. Okay. Just helping red a little bit, I guess. Blue is fully walled. Oh, phew. He's fully walled. Okay, God. Jeez, I thought for a second that he forgot a hole there because of this freaking bamboo, you know, piece, which looks like wall, but I mean, like wood, but it isn't. But the stone is actually blocking off the little hole there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alrighty, green cleaning up these archers on both sides there, really helping out his teammates, and yeah, that's good. Red coming forward with some more archers now. Blue again with only 8, but blue, also forgetting the double bit X upgrade. Ay. Yeah, but look at this. Look at the food count for red, right? Look at the food count for blue, right? There you go. That's what fishing ships do for you. It gives you a slow, steady trickle of food, and red's fishing ships were working a lot longer than blue's fishing ships were. As a result, red, despite making more archers, will still get up to castle age before blue does. That's not good for blue. I think you should have definitely docked. Don't know why blue didn't do it, but yeah. Anyways, he's gonna get punished anyways, because here comes the army. Oh boy. Blue now going to go for a tower on his gold. That's a good tower, just in time. She should probably keep these spearmen around the towers so that the scouts can't hit that. Blue also walling to his DC. I like that as well. There's not a whole lot to hit here for red and yellow. Just their armies are not going to be able to do a whole lot. As blue is still, yeah, he's not going to be clicking up anytime soon. Red on the way. So red just waits until he gets the crossbow upgrade and he should be fine here. Alrighty. Yeah. Alright. Green is sending in his first knights to the south there. Of course, yellow, because he produced more, is not in Castle Age just yet, but he did click up, so at least there is that. Knight, of course, will do beautifully against the scouts, removing one of the two threats here from red and yellow, as red is going to go for a Vil Snipe. Oh, misclick. There you go, gets the Vil Snipe, and then it's going to lose his archers. See if that's I hope that's been worth it. I mean, he did break in, he did force blue into a whole slurry of quick walls and all sorts of adapting, but he's gonna lose all these archers now kind of for free, and you would have wanted to upgrade those, so maybe overstaying his welcome a little bit, and there you go. Did a good job sniping blue's archers though. That's a good one. If you know you're gonna lose your archers and you can see your opponent's archers, snipe those, because your opponent, he also needs his archers still, and it's gonna be easier for the pocket to fight versus knight rather than fighting versus other archers. Alright, Teal's still fighting against purple, as purple and teal were both at least still producing. Teal, of course, didn't have any fish to lose, so yeah, again, look at that. Fishing ships for purple have been busy, have been fishing, right? Even if there was fighting, look at the uptime for purple. Purple is up, teal is not. This is why fish is important, right? So I'm glad that this game does demonstrate how important getting fish on Kawasan is. Purple may not care about it anymore now because he already got the castle. I mean, I would still fight for water here, but that's fine. But it did its job, right? It got him to the next stage. Oh yeah, update on this bond. Looks like all yellow's fishing ships have gone down. Nice. Nice. That's good as well. That's definitely going to hurt yellow's early production, because yellow, he will run out of food now, won't he? And look at that. Not a whole lot of food anymore. He doesn't have fishing ships at the moment. He had to invest in a whole lot of farms in order to keep this DC running and his stables running. So yeah, that's good. That's slowing yellow down a little bit. And look at that, 11 knights for green, only 2 for yellow at the moment. As, green almost finding a hole there. Oh boy. These villagers are getting really close to chopping through this. Sorry. Long night. Short night, I should say, actually. Alright, we got some skirmishes for Teal now to defend himself against the archers. Of course, long-term going skirmish, not the ideal solution. But of course, Teal had to invest a whole lot on water as well. As purple is trying to get back on water here. But, yeah, demo reft against one fire galley is barely worth it, is it? A knight for green trying to clean up these archers, gets cleaned up by the knights for the Lithuanian player. Now, I expect yellow to come forward here soon and drop a monastery in the middle and try to collect his relics, right? You want to take these relics to get extra attack on your knights. And of course, green or blue will want to collect those relics and steal them from yellow so he doesn't have access to them. Because they know that's the strategy. Oh yeah, I knew it. Villagers are the death of everyone. The villagers over chopping the wood line, and there you have it. Red, who thought himself safe, is now going to lose a bunch of villagers. How many vills though? How many villagers? So many villagers. Ay. As wow, that villager was super lucky to be alive there. Right, in the meantime, losing 8 villagers as yellow lost 11. Oh wait, that also counts fishing ships. Don't worry about that. That's also fishing ships. Nice house walls there. Stop the knights from getting into the DC. Another one, very important. Oh, trap the army. Oh man, that would be awesome if you trapped it down there. That would have been brilliant. Would have been brilliant. But anyways, the DC goes up. The knights are, well, still out, of course. The crossbows are here to defend. Knights are not going to be able to raid around these two town centers too easily then. But blue's not interested in just raiding here. He wants to come forward and drop a siege workshop. Oh yes, siege workshop to put some pressure on red's base down. Red, despite his earlier uptime, still wasn't able to turn that into a kill on blue, who is still defending himself here from the night raids from purple and from yellow. Wow, what are they doing on this side? They're far from home, all right. Yeah, so archer ranges go down. And yeah, there you go. There you go. Lithuanian player coming forward for the relics. There you go. No surprises there. I mean, it is very strong. That's why it's predictable. So green and blue should eventually address that, right? They should eventually deal with that. Hey, knights coming in from the left, crossbows coming in from the right, but green and blue have their army together, so they can decide to take a fight against any player. As yellow manages to snipe the villager, and the siege workshop is left unfinished. At the same time, purple breaking through blue's walls is gonna try to go for some kills. Then, as purple says, "Yo, I'm in. It was easier than I thought, but I'm in, man." Looks like yellow cleaned up the forward navy from teal. Teal is still making fire, guys. So yeah, if yellow thought he won water, he will be sorely mistaken in a second here. Teal on this side still winning water, as purple has yet to eject his navy. Well, it's going to be forcibly ejected in just a second here. Hang on just a second. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna cast without face for just a second there, if you don't mind, so I can sit. You know, it has a reason, trust me, it has a reason. Anyways, green now attacking the crossbows here. Yeah, there was no support for the crossbows from for purple at least, and half his army will go down. Is able to save the other half of the army though. Nice. Nice. Anyway, yeah, like I said, the navy from purple now forcibly ejected, as the navy from teal is busy killing walls, but teal's trying to stonewall the sides. Now that's gonna take a long time to get to kill at least. Red putting pressure now on blue's base instead of the other way around. Yeah, because that siege workshop never went up. Good stuff. And yeah, blue's just gonna have to defend himself now against this. Good stuff. How about update on the relics? We have 3 relics already for the Lithuanian player. Oh boy, it's about to get a lot more dangerous. Is anyone on the way to Imperial Age? Doesn't look like it. Now purple is here as well, as blue is just getting pounded from both sides now, is he? As purple is... Oh, actually, it's teal walling this. I was confused by the villager being on this side of the wall. It looked like it was purple defending himself with stone walls, but of course this is teal, so yeah. Teal doesn't want to get attacked on land then, that's clear. Which purple also doesn't want to. He's trying to get these houses up, obviously, but he's never going to get those up. They will never stay up, at least. Well, teal should probably finish the job and take the fish here. Still some fish he could take, so yeah. There's a bit of multitasking there you need to do. You know, you just all those things you need to think about, right, when you go for this complicated game. As we have a castle drop now for green, unfortunately yellow just happening to find that, and yellow says, well, that's nice, here you go, a Dow castle for you, and the villagers get destroyed. Alright, so the villagers are dead, green now trying to help, and yellow, oh, beautiful, holding the choke point between the castle, forcing green to delete that. Remember, green's on the way to Imperial Age, but yellow's got 10+5 attack on his knives. Yeah, that's getting scary already. Now, in Imperial Age, Sicilians will be able to at least get back a little bit because they can get the final attack upgrade, which the Lithuanian player can't. But still, right? But still. Right now, green under a lot of pressure. Does he have a castle yet? No, he doesn't. Doesn't have a castle because he tried to drop that here. That did not go up, obviously. So, yeah. We have, ooh, an almost Dow TC for purple and north. Teal getting some free villager kills here for sure. So purple's trying to build that, but will be able to finish that. I don't think Teal can deny that. He simply can't get close enough. But again, just walls right into purple's town. Like I said, this wall was never going to go up. And Teal is getting some kills here. Ooh, Teal with 21 kills. 34 kills in total, actually. But lots of kills in purple's base especially. Purple is suffering some damage here. 51 vills for purple. He is about to click up the imp as well. Has an army of crossbows, which is forward right now. But I guess it's being sent back now to deal with the pressure in his base. Green really wants to get that castle up, but blue is here to help with crossbows though. I mean, after all is said and done, blue was able to get his crossbows out and defend his teammate. Why does green run in box formation? Why? That's... I mean, in low numbers, box formation makes your units walk, you know, like stay closer together, so they actually, it's better than line formation. But when you're doing this, look at the units like fumbling around trying to keep that box formation alive. I'm fairly certain at this point it actually makes you slower, right? Look at that. Look at all the movement there. That's not necessary. As, oh boy, giant fight. Blue trying to micro away from the fray. Red's army is coming in as well. So is Purple's army, as green and blue have to fight a fighting retreat here. Yeah, they can't fight this. That's too much. They need to wait until green gets his upgrades. 20 seconds away, though. Then green can take this. As Teal's like, oh, there's a war? Oh, Teal, you're funny. Teal's funny, man. He's super funny. Yeah, coming in right at the last moment there, huh? Yeah, really coming in clutch. Hilarious. Alright, we're gonna be following this army for the time being because I need to leave. There you go. Looks like purple and yellow. Yeah, they can't fight that castle. They can't fight around that castle either. So they're just gonna have to go somewhere else. Where? I do not know. Guess backing up over here. Yellow. Fixing to click up himself. There he goes. Alright, red's on the way. With a war wagon. Alright then. We have purple almost an Imperial Age as well. Blue's almost an Imp, so everyone up on the way to Imp, except for Teal, who has yet to make a single fishing ship. You see how important that is, having fish? You see how important that is? Like, how impactful that is, honestly. Like, this is why. This is why. Because you just lack the food. I am very curious to see the food count for Teal after this game. You know, I want to see how far behind he is in food count. Anyways, oh boy. Now we have green coming back with Imperial Age upgrades. I'll be back, he said. Back to the middle, looking for that monastery as blue, ooh, blue, taking a bad fight there against the crossbows for red. Initially losing a lot of crossbows that had early impact, and red is getting a lot of kills for free. In the north though, oh, purple, just in time with the arbalist upgrade, but no bracer just yet, so green is getting a lot of kills at the moment. This is an important fight for green, just in time to kill this arbalist mass before it became too dangerous. Nice, nicely done. Yeah, not a moment of hesitation there as Purple's army bites the dust. Alright then. And we're back. Alright. Now, with Purple's army dead, that means that Teal is safe for the time being. Purple does, yeah, he's trying to rebuild that army obviously, but it's gonna take a while before he does so. Take a while. Yellow is here though. Yellow has, again, the strongest knights on the field at the moment, but it's, if the Sicilian player gets the last attack upgrade, it's not that bad. An upgrade he definitely needs is halberd, giving him extra armor, which also helps negate the Lithuanian bonus. But they know that monastery is right there. They know that monastery has to go down, and there you go, green targeting that monastery as well. He knows if that monastery goes down, the Lithuanian player will be out of his attack, and then it will be a lot weaker. Huh. As Bacchanal comes in, the relics are ejected inside the monastery. Oh, leave it up, leave it up, leave it up. That's beautiful. Look at that. They couldn't eject outside the monastery. Now you can't even get these with monks until you delete the monastery, which is really funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That is really funny. I've not seen that actually. Yeah, I see Yellow's not going to try to repair that monastery to get a monk out. But the thing is, you're going to have to delete this, Yellow. You can't get these relics. You can't get these relics. Oh, what are the odds of that? That is annoying. Look at that. That's just not fair. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, you can't get the relics. You just can't. Yellow's trying to save his monastery, but you can't get there. Yeah, what can I say? And right now, the Sicilian Cavalier, with the final armor upgrade, they're of course Cavalier as well, are taking good fights against the Lithuanian Knights. Now, there's still a few arbalists for purple left, but right now, Sons of Karhal with 74 military, they're still alive. They mostly have way more economy than does FAT at the moment. 290 versus 225. Yep. As Yellow's now going to drop another monastery because guess what? You can't get these relics. Look at that. Just DE things, man. I swear to God. It's hilarious. It's funny. Yeah, problem for Yellow is he now has good Cavaliers with some, well, at least normal attack because he has 2 relics again. Can't get the third and the fourth, obviously. He can't eject them right now either because if he does that, then his Cavaliers will be a lot weaker. See, this is a double whammy, right? Now you got relics in the wrong monastery. If you try to drop it, then green will just get extra attack. See, now those Cavaliers are actually weaker because you lack the final armor attack upgrade, and green is getting it right now. Yeah, green is out spamming the Lithuanian player big time. Lithuanian player trying to take a fight against the Arbalest for blue. Those Arbalests do get cleaned up. The castle for green does go up, so green can get some siege out. And there you go, some trebuchets coming out indeed. Hallberg in yet? Oh, Hallberg is in as well. Yes, the monastery is down forever now. These cavalry have 8 pierce armor. They don't die to Arbalest anymore. They have 6 melee armor as well, which is more than a Lithuanian cavalier, by the way. As we have elite war wagon coming now for red. I think it's a little too late for that, honestly. I mean, Teal's already making halberdiers. We already have plenty of Hallberg cavalier. I don't think war wagons is really going to help you here. As Yellow's going to try to get some relics into that monastery so he can at least take a good fight against Green. But Green's not having it. He's not having it. He's like, nah, we're going to kill this, mate. And here we go. Here we go. The final fight. Can the Sicilian Hallberg Cavalier really do something here? My god, how strong they are. 43 of them as well. Still more HP. They're fighting on both fronts at the same time. Arbalest from red right behind. There's no Arbalest here for green. Green is just all by himself right now. He has double the score as his teammates, but ends up cleaning most of this military. Most of the military here. Monastery will go down as well with that. There won't be any relics anymore for yellow. Yeah, the relics will be gone. And unfortunately, keeping the relics in the middle of the map is sometimes it leads to this, right? It sometimes leads to this. Meaning that now the relics are where the enemy is. In order to get them, you need strong military. But in order to get strong military, you need relics. Which indeed you can't get because you don't have strong military. You see how this is a circular situation, right? It's quite a conundrum, isn't it? Yeah, yep. As we send some resources now to Yellow to try to get some Cavalier out, but Yellow simply doesn't have the economy to sustain that. And wait, what? Whoa, hold on just a second. Teal in the back of Yellow's base, surprising Yellow big time, coming out strong here with Arbalest and with, what are these, armored elephants? There you go. They're not siege elephants yet, but my god, that is a big surprise. Wow, I bet that Yellow did not see that one coming. He just walked there, didn't he? I think this Teal snuck a villager down there. Somehow, right? Probably the villager that built that dock. Somehow got a villager back there. And now he's here to kill Yellow in the back of his base. And Yellow, losing his army at the front, doesn't really have a lot of military to deal with this. I mean, he has enough, but still, if he does that, he won't be at the front helping his teammates. Yeah, wow, what a surprise. What a surprise, even if it doesn't really work at this point. Just not enough Arbalest. Yes, some, look at that. Urumi Swordsman. They kill everything, by the way, Urumi Swordsman, with that charge attack. I swear to God. It's crazy. You need to have a lot of them, though. Alright, well, Red is trying to push Blue now with his Korean war wagons, as Blue is trying to use skirmishers against those war wagons to kill them. War wagons, of course, are pretty resistant to that overall. You know, they have a lot of HP after all, 200 in total, and they can certainly kill skirmishers. So yeah, you're just going to have to use the cavalry against it, although the cavalry is in the north right now. We'll clean up this red army. Alright, green sending in some light cav now to raid in the back of purple's base, as purple is housed and is done with housed. We have, okay, so that's how he did it. There you go, a transport ship. He transported a villager across the lake to build all of this. I love it. That's three villages here that built all of this. That's beautiful. I love it. Halberdier out as well. That's going to be a pain for the Lithuanian player to deal with. Also, it denies the stone, denies the back, it denies the trade as well. As Yellow says, yo, you guys, I don't got anything against this, man. We have, a doubt castle for green, or at least not a doubt castle. He's about to try to build it. The villagers are still on their way. I mean, he needs to kill his army if he wants to get it up. But I think Hallberg Cavalier, if any Cavalier Civ is going to do it, it will be Sicilians. With that extra armor on their Cavalier. Look at that. They didn't take that much damage, did they? And as purple gets surrounded and cleared up. There you go. Green still with 32 Cavalier. We'll start to run out of Cavalier soon, though, because, I mean, the gold is not endless. He still has plenty of resources at the moment, but still. We have the Cavalier taking a hopeless fight against the Urumi Swordsman, against the Halberdier, against the Arbalest. And even if they clear it up, right, even if they clear this up, Yellow right now is not really able to help on the front. He's going to try to get some relics out. Looks like a monk got sniped there before he was able to bring it to the monastery. Or he's just going to try to safeguard them as fast as possible. That's fine too. Now the middle for now is for green, but he didn't take that opportunity to take all the relics. He did take 2 of them. So at least denying the Lithuanian player the opportunity to go for the full upgrades. Red slowly pushing into Blue's bases. Blue's just defending himself with skirmishes. Blue's fine. He's like, yeah, this is fine. Now just protect ourselves with some trash. You know, keep Red busy. Red's not pushing anyone else. While Green and Teal finish off the north. Now, of course, because Teal decided to go for this little back attack right here. This rear attack. Does mean that Green is on his own on the front, right? That is what that means. So that does slow him down a little bit. I mean, Teal's here with some help with this, which is good. We have Green moving closer towards the Lithuanian base and once again killing that monastery, I'm sure. Yeah, that monastery will go down. As the monk tries to get a conversion, but remember, after First Crusade, at least, the converting becomes a little bit more difficult, but we didn't get that upgrade, so I guess not. Maybe Green will get it now, because he saw one of his units got converted. He'll be like, nah, I don't want that to happen again. Here you go, First Crusade. There you go. More resistance conversion. Yeah, look at the military count. It's 91 versus 148. 348 villagers versus 290. So a 50 vill lead for Sons of Corhal, which they are putting to good use at the moment. War wagons are streaming into Blue's base to try to break through. They are actually breaking through into the wood line. Blue's trying to stop that as much as he can. But the market wall barely going up. These Korean war wagons are still surviving so much. They're very, very durable. They're trying to get as much damage as they can while their team is suffering damage from the Sicilian player in the front. Teal still besieging Yellow, who's now on the siege from 2 sides. Simply doesn't have the economy anymore to produce 1 cavalier anymore now. I mean, Purple has 34 arbalests. That's nice. We got some war wagons still for Red, obviously, which are raiding in the back, but they know, there's just no way. They are just simply too far behind. Their position is not good. They can never go for trade. Their bases aren't locked down. Green had by now run into Red's base to punish Red for the raid on his teammates. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff for Sons of Corhal, winning the second game as well, and once again, F8 team behind 2-0 in a best of 5. Ooh, now I mean, they were able to do it last time, right? They won the semifinals. They got here after all. They have proven that they can do it, but can they do it again? That's the question, right? Can they do it again? That's the real question we need to ask ourselves. Well, they're going to have to. They're going to have to if they want to be crowned as Category B champions, because Sons of Corhal, they are looking strong. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the start for F8 team was fine, right? The start was fine. They won Fischer. In the south, in the north, they were very competitive for a while. Purple definitely got a better castle each time, but then Purple stopped fighting for water. And then Teal cleared up Yellow's fish, which slowed down Yellow. Which definitely helped Sons of Corhal to get their walls up and their defensive up. And yeah, they were just kind of booming behind this. And once that boom was completed, they started pushing the middle. Now, Lithuanian player could have hidden the relics into his own base. Maybe, right? Maybe. I mean, he definitely wouldn't have had to take so many bad fights around his monastery trying to keep that up, which in the end, it didn't. So, yeah. And I don't think war wagons, at the stage in which Red went for them, I mean, they certainly did some damage. I think, let's have a look at the KD there. Look at that. Red did kill 37 villagers. He killed 38 villagers in Blue's base. It's not like he didn't kill anything with those war wagons. He certainly did. It's just, yeah, I mean, Red was kind of operated by himself down here. The main push was in the middle, and Red wasn't able to help that. And of course, Red then also got broken into himself. So yeah. At the end of the day, F8 team are going to really have to pull out the big guns now if they want to beat Sons of Corhal, who are looking very strong as well. Again, especially, I think, honestly, focusing their efforts on green a little bit as well would help F8 team, because Cascot has been playing out of his mind, man. He's been like booming and producing so much military. I mean, yeah, his teammates as well, don't get me wrong, but the pocket producing this much. I mean, just compare it to Yellow, right? I mean, look at that. That's great production there for Green. He's done that every game so far that I've seen. So good stuff. Now I want to see one thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at the food count for Teal, how far behind he was everyone else, especially Green, of course, who boomed. Yellow had fish, red had fish, but then, of course, red's economy got nerfed. Ironically, purple, who did actually have fish, ended up with less food than Teal. Yeah, I mean, eventually, right? Eventually, you catch up on land economy, but that's the whole point. Fishing economy gets you started faster, should give you a lead, so that you don't have to worry about your opponent catching up with you. So, yeah. If this game had been shorter, you would have been able to see. You would have been able to see that Purple's economy overall was better than Teal's until he stopped fighting for water. Then Teal's economy got a lot better. Right there. Purple lost his fishing ships. Right there. That's what that was. Alright. Unless you want to see the APM. Here you go. Here's your APM. There you go. 63 for red. Again, it's just a number. Although, whoa, what the hell happened over there? Blue. We're trying to do something there with 180 APM. Hitting his keyboard with his head, probably, as someone would say. Alrighty, well, it is 2-0 now for the Sons of Corhal. They are one game away from becoming the champions of Category B. But FA Team, they made it this far. They're not going to go down without a fight. No, sir. So, let's see if FA Team can manage to come back into this series. You know, I'm, of course, hoping for a 2-2 at least. Alright, let's see. We're going to go to the other home map now for FA Team, which is Dry River. Oh, right then. Dry River. Good stuff. You guys ready? Let's go. Because, again, no draft. Perfect. Alright, well, welcome to Dry River. That's right, named after this titular dry river, which is still filled with fish. Fish that will soon die if the river doesn't return, because they do need water after all. But for now, they are just helplessly swimming around in little ponds, waiting for human beings to fish them and take all that food. Yep, there's a lot of food that is in there, actually. 400,000 food in total, actually. Yep. Alright, let's introduce our players. We're going to start with the home map team. In the purple, we've got Adion playing as the Tatars. Alright. In the red, we have Alanefe playing as the Huns. In the yellow, we've got Astrion playing as the Hindustani. So a very cavalry-heavy approach for FA Team. This is what they did in the semifinals. It worked to a charm for them then. Worked really well, actually. So let's see if their opponents are going to be able to deal with that. As the opponents, oh boy. Oh boy. In the green, we've got Cascade playing as the Teutons. I don't like that. I'll tell you why I don't like that. In the teal, we have Ikalima playing as the Chinese. Now that I do actually like, that's fine. In the blue, we've got Leo playing as the Malians. Alright then. That's fine. I can see that. Also, 3 civilizations that are pretty cavalry heavy, so neither side is really gonna go for you know, a really land-based approach. Although the Chinese player may, of course, go for archers. I mean, dismounted approach, not land-based. It's all land-based. Now, let's talk about civs. Now, first, I will explain why I don't like Teutons here. There's two main, well, actually, there's 3 reasons, but mainly 2. 2 reasons that always apply. 1, right? The main Teuton economic bonus is farms, right? So the thing that number 4, villager. All right, so that's joking. The main Teuton bonus is farms, right? They're cheaper, therefore, if you make the same amount of farms as your opponent does, you will save wood that you can then use for other things, which means you can have fewer villages on wood, more villages on food. Really boom. You know, that's what Teutons are good at. But that assumes that your opponent is also making farms. That may not be the case on this map. Because again, there is plenty of food in the middle of the map. So much food, in fact, you don't actually need to go for any farms whatsoever if you just keep your villagers in the middle. You know, just build towers everywhere, build some TCs to protect them in the mid-game, build military to protect them. Trust me, it will be a lot stronger than that Teuton discount. So then if the Teutons just go for fish themselves, they kind of give up their one main economic bonus. Now there is the other thing that Teutons struggle with. And it kind of runs into the third point as well. That is the lack of husbandry. Did you notice how wide open this map is? You're so far away from your opponent. It is so flat. There's plenty of space to go for. It is really difficult for the Teuton player to force a fight. Right? And that's always a problem for Teutons, but especially on a map like this. you can hardly force a fight against an opponent that can just run away. Made even worse by the fact we got 2 cavalry archer civs on the field as well. Now I know every team went for CA last time. They're probably going to try to do it again here. And cavalry archers, of course, are the bane of Teutons. They can't chase them down because they lack husbandry. And of course, yeah, they just don't get a whole lot of good options to deal with that, really. So that is why I don't like Teutons. Arms, speed, and the fact you're going to be up against cavalry archers more often than not. So yeah, that's why I would have reserved Teutons for a different map. Now, are Teutons a bad civilization? No, of course they're not. But I think on this map, it kind of works against them more than it works in favor of them. You know, that's like, for example, Hindustanis work really well on this map because, well, you already have a lot of food, and now with Hindustanis, you can easily go for an awesome boom on multiple TCs, right? Just drop some TCs in the middle, like one here, one there, and one in the back to safeguard golden wood, and bam, you got yourself an awesome recipe for a crazy boom. That works in your favor. Of course, yeah, that's another thing. Teutons are going to have to make knights here now, and there will be camels on the field. So, I mean, they're not going to all go cavalry archers. That's not going to happen. But yeah, there will be camels on the field, something that the Teuton player will struggle with. This makes me think that the Chinese player is most likely going to go for archers here and not for knights himself. Chinese player could totally go for knights or camels, but I think given that we will be up against camels, it will be smarter for Teal to just make some archers here, so you have at least one counter to that. And then of course we have Malians, and Malians are most likely going to go for knights here. That is fine as well. I'm not seeing a lot. Neither of these civs is really good at cavalry archers, like in particular. Like we have 2 civilizations that like Bracer, and I think Chinese don't get Parthian tactics, do they? I don't think they do. Not so sure about that actually. They do have a very open tech tree, but I think they didn't get Parthian tactics. At least I think so. I guess I'll have to find out the hard way, huh? You know, I actually want to see. I want to check. Hang on, let me check. Chinese. Tech tree. Show me the tech tree. Parthian tactics. No. No, they don't. No Parthian tactics. That's what I thought. Yeah, so no cavalry archers from Sons of Karhal then. That may come to bite them in the arse here later when CA will show up for F15, because you know that's what they prepared, that's what they're going to do. Now, before then though, we're gonna go for some awesome strategies. First, we have red now with men at arms, sending them forward to hit Teal on the fish. Teal has not walled in that fish. I don't like that fish anyways, because that mill only helps you with 1 pond. I know that's how you would do that in a normal game where you only have 1 pond, like Alpine Lakes. On this map though, best mill would be right there, wall in the choke points, right? And then you have a lot of fish. See this too, right? You only have 2 tiles of fish here. That will run out really quickly, so yeah. Man at arms though, making it to the Chinese home base. Chinese player also on stone for some reason. I guess he wants to drop a tower or an extra TC at some point. Whichever is the case, he's gonna have to be off a stone for the time being, as the men at arms are just passing a villager. Alright. Yellow is making scouts. Good. Purple is also making scouts. No, he's going to make archers. Okay. And red's still walking around. This Teal is going to have to make something here to defend himself. Looks like we had a tower already for Teal on his fish. That's fine. But again, better if you wall it in, obviously. Which, yeah. I know. I don't quite like that. This is a good mill. This is a beautiful mill. You just wall this in, you wall that in, and boom, you have really safe food for the time being, right? And by the time that you need to branch out of that, you're probably going to be in castle. You can drop a TC, and then you'll be, well, you'll be having a lot of safe food. Yeah, red didn't do that either. Purple didn't do that. Yellow has the best mill location, honestly, but he didn't wall in his fish either. I guess they decided, because I'm going to go aggressive, I'm not going to wall that in, because I'll defend myself with walls of military, not with walls of wood. Anyway, an archer gets sniped there by blue, but the scout also goes down as blue doesn't pull it back in time. Alright, so purple now can get the walls up. That's nice. Also has a fairly easy wall up on this side. That's kind of neat, isn't it? Got some scouts fighting in the middle, as green obviously went for scouts as well. 5 scouts in the field already versus 6 scouts for the Hindustani player. Malian's now going for archers. I'm not sure if that was the plan. Either way, though, it's what he has to stick with for the time being. Probably for the best as well, because purple will be coming forward with archers soon. Something that blue does know, because it was scouted by his own scout. There you go. We got a scout for purple. We're looking at this wall up. I like the fact that we walled behind the palisade wall already, so that the wall actually stays up. Yeah, the team wall looks like it's going to go up on either side. Yeah, there you go. Sons of Kahal, they do know this map. And they decided to go for a team wall here. Probably not for a whole lot of Feudal Age military. This doesn't look like it so far. They'll probably try to get up the castle age as fast as they can. If a team historically has gone for a lot of military, we have a lot of archers now for red, some archers for purple that are soon coming forward. And Steel's going to have to use this tower to defend himself. Because remember, I mean, anyone can just walk right in. Yellow could certainly do it. And Yellow is sending some scouts down here now. In the meantime, blue is sending some archers forward, at least he's trying to, as alligators are kind of stopping that plan in its tracks for the time being. Not stopping, just delaying it. Purple is avoiding the alligators as we have scouts in the north, but they can't fight that spearman, obviously. Men-at-arms being used to get the walls down. There you go. Red can now walk right in, and teal is going to be off a gold for the time being. For a long time, indeed, because his other golds are, well, here, and where's the other one? Well, down here. That's fine. Still in harm's way, though. Teal needs some gold, doesn't he? How much gold does he have? Not a whole lot. That's a problem. And red, if he just sticks around this gold down here, that would be really devastating to Teal's economy. As, oh boy, yeah, Yellow's sending his scouts forward, lost a bunch of scouts in a row there. As a result, is pushed off a fish now. That is a disaster. Yellow, don't let him in, don't let him in, don't let him in. Yellow, no! What? Okay. Well, there you go. Alright, green was in and then went outside and now wants to be in again. Alright, here goes purple. He's found out by blue first as he's still dodging some shots. Oh, look at that. What a boss. He runs inside of his base and then hopefully defends himself against purple. Red actually Xing that like, yo, dude, you're like under attack and stuff. So you should probably like do stuff with that. Alright, well, red forcing a tower in blue space. As the Hindustani scouts are being chased away by the Chinese spearmen. Scouts for red now coming to join blue on the left-hand side, and this indeed is a very dangerous situation. I mean, Sons of Kahal tried to go up the castle age fast. I mean, green certainly did. It's not like they neglected the production in feudal age, and indeed, a lot of feudal age production indeed. We have some armor on these scouts, we have foraging, we have bloodlines. And these scouts are exquisitely strong indeed. And if Red thought he could stay on the fish, he thought wrong. He thought wrong indeed. Oh man, oh man, oh man. F-it team. Come on, you guys can do this. I know I normally don't root for one team because I want to be as impartial as possible. But I do actually want to go to a fourth game at least. So I am slightly rooting for F-it team now. Down with Sons of Kahal. Yeah. No, just joking, obviously. But no, I actually do want the fourth game, so I'm definitely hoping that FA team can manage to win at least on this of their home maps. You know, they already lost on one of their home maps. To lose on the second one would be not only devastating, it would be, well, the game ending, because that would be the match point for Sons of Kahal. No, they cannot win. They cannot lose on two of their home maps. That's impossible. Yeah, that's actually impossible. You can't lose both your home maps. You have to win one. Like, you have to win at least one of them. Otherwise, there's no way. Yeah, if you lose both your home maps, you are most certainly 100% defeated. No other way about it. Alright, well, we have Castellates now for Sons of Kahal. Castellates is coming in for yellow and for purple. Not so much for red, who certainly was delayed, is still getting delayed, as red is losing all his villages on fish. Whoops. And, yeah, lost 5 villagers, 6 villagers now in a second. He's trying to defend himself still, but yeah, red, without that fish, he's going to have to scramble up some farms now to try, right, Please finish this archer range. Doubt range. 99.25%. Oh, man. Alright, so red is buying some food now. He's selling a stone, trying to get up the Castellates himself. He will eventually get there, but he's certainly very much delayed compared to everyone else. The steel is getting... Infantry armor. Monastery going up as well. What are we doing here? What is Steele's plan here, you guys? He's not making cavalry. Right, that much is clear. It looks like he wants to go for an infantry monk siege push. Alright then, we have yet to see that. I would like that, that'd be pretty cool. As Yellow manages to kill most of the archers here before Green's knights can come to save them. Yeah, Green's gonna have to back up now because those are Hindustani camels. They're very, very scary with that extra attack that they do. They attack faster, remember. So that definitely helps you against Teutons who may have armor, but that extra armor doesn't negate the extra attack. Now, of course, the normal attack, the standard attack, now that it does negate. But that just means that the camel does 2 damage plus the bonus damage, which is 9. Yeah, so 11 in total, which is actually about as strong as a knight. Funny. Well, somewhat. Let's see. Camel has 1 melee armor versus 10 attack for a knight, so almost, right? Knight's slightly weaker. Purple knocking on the gates. And what? What? All that effort, freaking like freaking getting those walls up, and now Purple finds a hole with the crossbows. And here are the first cavalry archers. Yep, that's what I thought. Here comes the CA for Purple, and Purple is like, hey, that's a hole. Now I know what to do with that. Set my units through and wreak havoc in the back of your base. And this is what F8 team did last time on Dry River, by the way. This is what they did. It was really strong. It worked out in their favor. They killed so many villagers. So many of them. So, see if they can do it again. They're going to have to. I mean, they are behind by 12 vills here, so... Right, the camel's running in. It looks like Blue is, in fact, going to go for cavalry then. I guess he decided not to go for something else. What's Teal doing? Teal's just making pikemen. Why? Oh, alright. I see why. You guys ready for a forward castle? You guys ready for the forward castle? As Red says, yo, you guys, there's pikemen over here. I'm not very happy about that one. And there you have it, a castle right on the fish. Now, Red will be pushed off a fish. These archer ranges will be denied for the time being. Or at least they will eventually go down. But for the rest, this castle is doing something. I'm not so sure about that castle, actually. Honestly, with the military presence that they have here, they could have just gone further, dropped that castle right on the Red's gold. Now, that would be a castle, alright. Because Red isn't actually taking that much fish. He's taking some fish, but he's mostly just making cavalry archers. Yeah, Red, I wouldn't even bother trying to deny this. That's fine. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. This castle is not really that worth it. And look at how much resources Teal and Green are expending right now, just trying to get that castle up. But it's not going to do that much, actually. So, I wouldn't mind this castle so much. Just ignore it for the time being. I wonder if the Chinese player is going to go for Chukunu then. In any case, that castle could have also gone up in his own base, and as a result, that the Tar player has free reign now to raid the Chinese base. Good stuff. Cavalry now pushing away the reinforcements. That's fine as well. Nicely defended there by Blue, keeping the reinforcements out of his base. Camel struggling to fight against the pikemen, obviously. They definitely die against pikemen. They have too low attack. You know, their attack is too low in order to deal with that. So, yeah. Yellow's going to need some help against the pikemen from the Chinese player. We're still making them, by the way. I wonder, is he going to go for Chukunu here? I kind of want him to go for Chukunu now. I mean, Chukunu is really strong. So, I don't see why not. Chukunu would be really strong here, actually. The castle will slowly chip away at buildings. We have more, well, some siege coming in out now for the Chinese player. That's all fine. In the meantime, the cavalry archer player is microing down, trying to at least, against the Malian player, lacking the husbandry upgrade. That's an important upgrade to get, actually. More important than bloodlines, one might say, even. Especially when you're up against knights. I think the rule is kind of like this. If you're up against crossbows, I would prioritize bloodlines first, because the speed is not really your big thing here. You don't have to run away from anything. You need to be able to survive continued shots from the crossbow player, right? So then you want to get bloodlines first. If you're up against knights and camels, however, I would actually suggest getting husbandry first. That makes your cavalry archers faster than knights, so you can actually run away from them, right? Run away from them and keep kiting them. And then you don't need bloodlines because ideally you don't take any damage. Now, should you get bloodlines at some point? Yeah, of course you should. But until then, right, you just kite. See, this would be a lot easier with husbandry. There you go. Now that's in. Now you can kite forever. Going on over here, we got, ooh, two knights running into the lion's den, into the Hindu base. I don't know if you want to be there as the knight player. Now, of course, yellow has 50 camels. They're not all here at the moment, as red is sending some units to help as well. The Teuton player didn't even bother with the second armor upgrade yet until now. He's gonna get it now, though, and there you go. As red is helping, there's not enough camels to kill this. I mean, they are Teuton knights after all. They're actually pretty OP, especially when you can force fights. Now, I mean, everything I said about Teuton knights at the start doesn't apply if you run into your opponent's base and force fights. Then, I mean, on any map, Teutons do well. We have guard tower defense now for the Chinese player. At least it's cheap for him. As they realize as well that if they don't do something like that, they're going to just get raided to death here by the cavalry archers that will just relentlessly raid them, right? Also, Tatar player on the way to Imperial Age. Nice eco there for the Tatar player. With 73 villages, that's pretty good, actually. Green still trying to kill cavalry archers, at least in the back of Yellow's base, and trying to kill villagers. Yellow lost 11 vills. So definitely took a little bit of a loss there, but I think he will be okay. He will be okay. Right now on the way to Imperial Age. Yellow definitely not on the way to Imperial Age. He's still booming after all, and still does not have a town center in the middle, which would definitely help him here. Green did do this. See, this is what I mean. This is good. Right, so you got your TC up, you got lots of safe food now. You can use that food to boom. You can also use that food to get a lot more military out. It's good. Now, of course, you don't want to get a castle dropped on your face, obviously, as red is losing some archery ranges to the Rams, as the Chinese player is completely YOLO at the moment. He's still making villagers, though. Don't get me wrong. He is booming, actually, on 2 TCs, but he is also going pretty cheesy here. With a nice little ram push, a ram pike monk push against cavalry archers. Now, hold on, player's going to have to do something to defend himself against that. I must say, cavalry archers have been less successful this time around. Like the last game with this team, they were able to use them to utmost effect. You know, they did a lot of damage. Now it's modest. You know, purple got 18 kills, it's good, but red didn't get that many kills, and yellow certainly didn't get that many kills. Green also walling up his side of the map just to make sure that those cavalry archers can't get into his base because he's busy booming. You see, 107 villages for Green already. Ay. Alright, Teal's taking a sweet time here. He'll probably get that relic soon, as soon as he gets his monks out as well. Making Chukunu. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Chukunu are a great unit. Very strong indeed. Will definitely shred cavalry archers and camels alike. Yeah, this is totally fine. Firing those extra bolts, yeah, that's fine. Must take a long time to load those, though. And just think about it. You have to, like, load a whole lot of arrows in one crossbow. I don't know, man. That I can imagine that it would take a long-ass time to load that. Steel is trying to get a conversion on a cavalry archer, but of course the Chukunu finished that off before it can do that, and so does the bike wing. Good stuff. Going on over here, we have purple now with chemistry. Does he have bracer? Probably. Yeah, there you go. Try to push into blue's pace. Blue's defending himself with scorpions at the moment. That's a good unit to defend yourself. It has one more pierce armor than a mangonel, so it lasts a lot longer to cavalry archer fire. So that's why scorpions are the better choice there. Teal still with that pike siege push. I mean, Teal may have the worst economy of his team, but he has a nice forward position. He's still keeping yellow and red busy as well. Yeah, red has not been raiding a whole lot since. He's trying to do that now, though, killing a few villagers. That's good. Actually killed 20 villagers so far. Wow, green must have lost a lot of villagers. I'm not exactly sure where, but he's definitely lost some vills there. Green on the way to Imp, though. So is Teal, so is blue. So everyone in Sons of Kahal team is on the way to Imp. Red about to click up here, and yellow is on the way as well. 75 villages. Again, Sons of Kahal far out booming F8 team. This has been kind of the trend this series, with Sons of Kahal being the better boom team for sure. But F8 team, can they come back? And they do have a lot of military this time around, but Red, you're supposed to run around with cavalry archers. Oh, cavalry archers surrounded. Never a good sign. Even Teuton Knights can kill cavalry archers if they surround them like that. And that's a lot of cavalry archers that Red, you know, although he got them cheaply, he would still, you know, he still wants to preserve them, I'm sure. Especially as ranges are still going to go down. Cavalry archers trying to take fights against the Chukunu and losing. Yeah, Chukunu are strong. Chukunu very strong indeed. Alright. Yellow ready with some camels in the back of Blue's base. Blue does have to deal with this many cavalry archers. That's a lot of cavalry archers. He's also trying to bring in some rams. Not that siege ram, obviously, but he is trying to do that. And Blue can't really kill those rams because there's simply too many cavalry archers right next door. Heavy Cavalry Rider coming in now for yellow, which will be the bane of green if green sticks with cavalry, which he indeed is. Because green is trying to chase down this army. Green sending his entire army down here, though, it's to deal with something that blue was already dealing with. That's kind of unfortunate because now that Imperial Age army is not, say, here pushing this away or here killing red space, right? It's going to take a while for them to get there. Literally, they're Teutons, remember? Teutons. Oh, man. Alright, well, Captram are slowly pushing into Blue's base, and Blue is trying, oh, he's an imp, trying to get his upgrades out. These Malians, after all, you do get Farimba Cavalry, which has extra attack once you get that upgrade, but you first need a castle, something that Blue doesn't have, and you also need a big army, something that Blue also doesn't have. Heavy Cavalry Archer coming in now for Purple, and this Cavalry Archer army will be able to kite this army indefinitely. So Purple, even though he lost his siege, he's just going to kite this army, shoot all the units before they can get too close. And Green knows that. He's never going to be able to catch up with that with Teuton, so he's not going to try to chase that, that's for sure. It's not what he's doing. Right. Another castle now for Teal, as he wants to take more control of the fish and really of the front, making it really difficult for the Hunt player to push in here. Also, there's Halberdier. Ah, man. Very annoying indeed. I think someone's going to have to maybe go for Halberdier themselves. What about Hindustanis? They could do it. Actually, not anymore. They could do it indeed, but Halberdier has been taken away from Hindustanis now in an attempt to nerf the civilization. Right, so that's kind of neat. That will make them struggle against enemy cavalry. You know, they have awesome camels. If it's a trash war, though, they will struggle. Just Pikeprint, that's not as strong. Conversions coming in now for Teal. Yeah, he does get those conversions to Indian heavy camels, but they do get immediately executed for treason. That makes sense. In the north, though, Green now coming in from behind. Wants to get a nice shot on the cavalry archers for the Tatar player, but Purple is paying attention. Let's see if he's going to be able to escape. He's going to run out of there. The eye of the needle there. Purple just running away. There you go, and then you start kiting. That's what you want to be doing then. Trebuchet now coming out for the Hunt player. They will of course be a lot more accurate, but remember, castles cannot be missed with traps, because traps, they kind of shoot within a 4x4 tile radius. That's where the shot lands. That's the size of a castle, so it means it's impossible to lose. It's impossible to not hit a castle. Literally, it's impossible. It can't be done. Unless you move the castle mid-flight, which I don't think so. Hey, one ram down, the other ram will go down as well, as Yellow's trying to save Red's siege here from the inevitable, the inevitable downfall if the rams get close. The also look forward is kind of getting cleaned up now. They are just, I mean, F team is responding to this in force. They have all their military here now, you know, kind of leaving Sons of Corhal alone at home. This is prompting Green to also send his soon-to-be paladin to join the fray. Oh boy. Now the only player who can deal with that is indeed the Hindustani player with Imperial Camel Rider, which can still kill Teuton Cavalry. Alrighty. There you go. Now, we got rid of one castle, so if the Chinese player wanted to continue going for Chukunu, not so much. You kind of need to see, you kind of need the castles for that, don't you? Lots of cavalry archers for both players here. Not heavy cavalry archer just yet for Red. He still lacks the resources for the upgrade, especially food. It's very expensive, like 800 food right there. But my god, look at all those cavalry archers. Some of these also have the hill bonus as well, which really helps the Tars. Imperial Camel now versus Teuton Paladin. Man, who's gonna win? Yellow, of course, backing off to this choke point to make sure the green stays close to the cavalry archer numbers. Again, green with the production from 7 stables, 40 paladin on the field. But this time, there is a counter to the paladin. The cavalry archers, there's the Imperial Camel. There's just simply not enough military here for Sons of Kahal to force this little choke point, this natural bridge between the 2 pawns there. So yeah, the forward position for TL is getting mopped up as we speak. The heavy camels, the Imperial Camels eating up the heavy Teuton Paladins alive, of course, with a lot of help from the Cavalry Archer player. And again, there's so much military here right now. You hear the sound of all those bows twanging, arrows flying towards their opponents. It's crazy. Now with Teal's forward now cleaned up, yellow and red and purple can now focus themselves on their own forward. And indeed, there you go, a castle on a hill that the Tatar player will definitely want to control. Yeah, he will love that, alright. He will love that, I can tell you that much. There's units downhill now, they're going to struggle against the Tatar player with that extra damage. He thought they did damage before. Think again. They're also very tanky. Look at that. 7 pierce armor. They do not die as much to archers. They have 6 melee armor. So they even survive some blows from paladins as well. Not that many, of course, but still some. Student player is moving some stables to the north though, but there's a stone wall for yellow. So yellow is completely safe in the north, at least for the time being. Right now, of course, military is needed in the south as we have the Farimba Heavy Camel Rider. There you go. From the Malian player. Of course, Malian Farimba Cavalry may be what they need against these Imperial Camel Age Rider. At least they have the same attack. Actually, more attack for the Heavy Camel Rider, but the HP, now that's the difference. 160 versus 140. That's really strong. And more bonus damage, by the way. 18 to cavalry in total. 9 to camels, right? Versus what do heavy camels do? Oh, it's the exact same. Huh. And why does everyone always say that Imperial Camel is so much stronger? Not that much stronger, actually. For a very expensive upgrade, you get like what? A bit of extra attack? Do you even get that? Yeah, 1 extra attack. 1 extra attack. No more melee armor or armor like that. You got some extra HP and some extra attack, and that's it. I don't know. That doesn't seem very worth it for the amount of money that it costs to invest in heavy Imperial Camel. Now, of course, in this matchup, obviously it's worth it because you got to deal with the Teuton Paladin somehow, especially as they are breaking into your base. Oh, yellow. He didn't wall the edge. Yellow, there's a hole right there. Oh, of course the Paladin can get in. Yellow didn't realize it in time. He's going to try to wall that up now. Yellow, wall that up fast, man. My man, wall it up. There you go. Oh, green's gonna try to stop it. Yellow. Oh, don't let green wall this up now. Yellow. As we have a giant fight in the middle, though, as the Halberdiers are going to go down to the Parthian tactics from red. As blue actually taking a fight now with the Farimba cows. Look how much damage they do, actually. A lot more damage than without Farimba, I can tell you that much. Imperial Camel Riders, though, do about the same amount of damage as a Knight in Castle, a fully upgraded Knight in Castle Age, as you can see. But they certainly do a lot better against these camels as blue now backs up to green's castle, takes the fight. Let's see how that's going to go. Look how much HP there is on these units, but look how fast that will go down once the Tatar player gets close with his army. Because against the Tatars, yeah, Malian camels are not going to save you against that, that's for sure. Yeah, now walling up behind, but honestly, just wall 1 tile here. You know that you can do yellow, you funny guy. Funny guy goes for that many walls just to plug up that 1 hole. Hilarious. Right, as long as the Imperial Camel are in front of the Cavalry Archers, the Teuton player cannot force fights, which is a problem because that's kind of what you want to do with Teutons. You want to force those fights. Here comes blue from the other side though. They need to envelop this army. If they can get a good fight over here. There's so much military right here. If they can get that good fight, they may be able to push every team right back. Yellow can't be on both sides at the same time. You know. Not with the amount of camels that he has at the moment. There's not that many camels here. There's only 33. He's got 53 in the field. Let's see. More camels on the way. Okay, there you go. Teal, green, and purple. I mean, blue. I mean, they're kind of hesitant. They're hesitant. They're talking about it. Are we going to take the fight? Are we going to take the fight? We should probably take the fight. Are we going to? They're still holding the hill in front of their base. We got some more Imperial camels coming in as well. Perhaps now put in position by red. This is prompting blue into a frontal assault. A frontal assault. Here come the paladins as well, right into the choke point made by the trebuchet, which is slowly dying. Yellow managing to get his camel somewhat in front of the units, as blue and green, despite having more military, or they had more military, because of that choke point, it nullifies their numbers, means not all the units can engage, and this fight is pretty darn good for yellow, red, and for purple. Yeah, this fight is much better. The entire army for Sons of Korhal bites the dust here. There's still Imperial camels. This was the fight that they had to win, and now F8 team can finally start breaking into Sons of Korhal's base with Imperial military, with siege, cavalry archers, you name it. Siege ram are breaking through over here to deny the trade that indeed Green had been setting up. 22 trade cards for him already. Of course, he needs trade more than anyone because he needs the gold for paladins, especially now against this strong army. But yeah, Gil doesn't have a whole lot of army right now. He's making arbalest, which is fine, but it's going to take a while to get the numbers out. Blue at the moment is defending himself against the Hussar raids from his opponents. We're slowly trickling them in as well. Blue's trying to wall behind, but can't prevent the Hussars from getting to the hole made by the siege ram here. That's Blue. He tried to wall that again with gates. The problem was it was close enough to the siege ram. It actually took damage there. As a result, it instantly got destroyed. The walls fall. The walls fall in Teal's base. The Imperial camels get through. Red starts kiting against a trade for green. Also against the paladins, because the Imperial camels are being sent in to relieve that, so that Red can continue his business of just killing trade cards. Killing all that trade that green worked so hard to set up. Are they going to be able to do it, you guys? F8 team is so close. They're so close. They have double the military right now. And there you have it. The GG is called. F8 team wins on their home map. A game they had to win to stay in this series. But they did it. They did it. Managing to take one off as Sons of Korhal. GG. Awesome. I mean, it was certainly a lot more difficult in the semi-final, where they also used this strategy. You know, definitely the downside was shown when your opponent puts pressure on you and you have to defend the static point with cavalry archers. It's no bueno. But they came together as a team, right? Defeated Teal's little forward there. Then pushed further back, got this nice hold on this hill, and then took a giant fight against Teal and green and against blue, which they won, after which all the floodgates were open and military started streaming right into the base of Sons of Korhal. There were holes everywhere. I mean, purple would eventually have fallen into this as well, as he would not have been able to defend on two fronts. Green, making paladins, couldn't hold that either as well, especially after losing trade there. And I like the attempt to still go forward here for an attack. That was good. Even though they were attacking a wall that wasn't technically finished, but still. Yeah. Well done. Well done indeed. This is a very, very good Dry River game. Really showcasing what this map is all about, I'd say. KD there, yeah, look at that. The Cavalry Archer KD shining once again. This is what they do. You kill a lot of units, you lose fewer units. That's the whole point of the Cavalry Archer. And they did a good job at that. And as you can see, the KD, not so good for Sons of Korhal this time around. Economy-wise, it's not like Sons of Korhal was overall that far behind. I mean, Teal and Blue were actually further ahead-ish, well, Blue was at least, than Red was. Red definitely took a little bit of a beating early on, so that definitely affected his economy going forward. Green, as always, had a stellar economy above everyone else once again. Yellow eventually did catch up with him, though. That's important, because Yellow was getting pretty close. Society-wise, yeah, of course. Green the boomer, man. Swear to God. Yeah. Although, I mean, Blue boomed as well, but he had to with Malians. The only one who didn't really do that was Teal. Well, didn't really do that with 95 villages. I mean, he had the fewest villages on the map, but still. APM wise, it was purple this time, 59. Good stuff. All right. Now we're gonna go to the first home map of Sons of Korhal. That's right. They have not lost a game so far, but now they have. So it is time to see what home map we will get. My bet is an aggressive map. That's my bet. Given what I saw from them as a team before, I think probably an aggressive map, and the map is going to be Colosseum. Alrighty, Colosseum, the final map now between final map. Final map? No, we may actually have a fifth one. You know, remember, if the team did it before, they could do it again. We have hope. We wanted to too. Come on. Let's have some faith here. But indeed, if Sons of Korhal do in fact win their home map, which of course they have a good shot at that since this is their home map, they played like beasts already, so they are looking strong indeed, giving them an advantage on the home front. If they do win it, then indeed it will be the final game. So let's see if it is, or if we go to a deciding fifth game, which we of course hope for. Yeah, that's what we hope for. Now, ready? Let's go. Alright, we are loaded. Let's go. Well, I mean, loaded as in the game is loaded. We are certainly I'm certainly not loaded, that's for sure. Alrighty, you guys ready for the fourth game between FA Team and Sons of Korhal? Are FA Team going to be able to complete their reverse sweep here, you know, by winning the next two games? Or are Sons of Korhal simply a tad too strong? Well, whichever the answer to that question is, will decide who will become the Category B finals for Virgo Cup VII. So we're getting really close to a deciding game here. Like, again, it's either this game or the next one. But a decision will be made. Only one team can win after all in a best of 5. So, which is it going to be? Now, I get to introduce Sons of Korhal here, because this is their home map. In the teal, we have Iga Lima playing as the Bohemians. Good stuff. In the green, we've got Cascot playing as the Magyars. That's good as well. In the blue, we've got Leo playing as the Vikings. Alright, well, I can't believe that Magyars weren't banned. One of those civilizations I would definitely ban as well, given how aggressive a map like Colosseum can be. And, you know, they might also have picked Atacama or like Chaos Pit. Again, good maps for Magyars, that's for sure. In the red, we've got Alan Efe playing as the Aztecs. I like that. That's good. In the yellow, we've got Asterion playing as the Slavs. Good stuff as well. And of course, in the purple, we have Adion playing as the Celts. All right, Celts now for purple. That is a risky pick. That has actually worked for them in the semifinals. They did this before, right? In the semifinals, FA Team, they got a victory on Colosseum with these civilizations, with the Slavs, with the Aztecs, and with the Celts. So it's not like it's impossible, but this time they are up against Bohemians, a strong civilization. They're up against Vikings, a very strong civilization. And of course, against Magyars, an OP civilization, one might say. Now you might ask, well, Red Prince, what's so special about Magyars? Why do you always crow about these and say, oh, look at that, it's Magyars, it's so strong? It's because it is strong. Very strong indeed. For one, your scouts are discounted in feudal age. That's nice. And from beyond, if you want to make a light cav. The other thing is, your scouts will instantly receive forging, and of course iron casting and blast furnace as you age up through the ages. That means your scouts will have a 1 extra attack, which immediately allows you to not only get more scouts out, but also stronger scouts until your opponent bucket matches that with his own forging upgrade. By that time, you will have been able to snipe a lot of villagers already, because it's a lot easier to kill villagers with a scout when you have that forging upgrade. That is why the Magyar Scout Rush is seen as one of the most dangerous in the game. As we have, ooh, a villager forward now for purple. I wonder if Teal spotted that. Wonder if he spotted that. He may not have seen that actually. Wow, purple just hiding that villager just enough. There you go. Teal said, wait, no, hang on a second. He's Xing this. He's Xing this. No, Teal spotted it. He saw it. He saw it. That was unlucky for purple then. As Teal's walling in the berries now for purple. Can purple see this? He can't. Ah, no. You can't... Don't tell me he's going to get this up. I mean, someone's going to have to go to berries here soon. So, I mean, right now the walls don't really do that much. You know, ironically, you know, one of the best ways to wall up your berries, you want to start with the front first, right? Front first, so you have to go to the other side. And then actually, just one-on-one actually helps as well. You don't actually wall in the berries all the way then, but if you get all those little tiles up, it's still going to really screw over their efficiency. So just one, like that. And then you fill up the gaps as much as you can, until purple either realizes it or not. We have yellow is forward. With a scout, you see red's here as well. They might go for a lame or look for a weak villager or something like that. We have a barracks now from purple. Oh, but like I said, teal was aware that this was a possibility. He noticed that this would happen. As yeah, there's scouts here. So yeah, that scout from purple can never save its vill. It simply can't. It can't even kill this villager because well. So unfortunately, the forward barracks is not going to do anything for purple. I don't think that's worth it anyways. As teal, he walled in the berries. He's going to wall in one of the golds as well. And purple didn't notice that yet. He didn't notice that. So he's going to send his villagers to berries in a second. And when he does that, he's going to find out the hard way that he's been walled out. That's the most YOLO I've seen it so far. Now, of course, beyond the YOLO play, Celts, of course, in Castellate will be able to go for an awesome siege push, something that Teal's, of course, aware of, which is why he's trying to slow down his opponent as much as possible. Of course, Bohemians get great crossbows and Castellates with chemistry, which is good, as now Purple finds out the hard way. Oh, no! Not cool. Not cool. We're going to have to go for Hunt now, as... Teal misclicked, and purple, oh, he's going to check for this. He's going to check for this. Like, wait a second. Wait a second. What's happening over here? Oh, he's walling in my gold as well. Outrage. Outrage. Teal noticing it in time, and unfortunately did not get the wall up, so the gold is not walled in then. The gold's not walled in. As purple blocking this villager with his scout. Teal trying to bring in his scout himself, but I think Teal will lose that villager here. Now we'll see, actually. See, Teal running away now. The villager's distracted. Teal's just blocking for now. Teal's gonna try to keep it alive as much as he can. As Purple's trying to get as many hits as he can as well. Teal now realizing he probably needs to sacrifice his scout as long as he can to keep his vill alive. As Purple splits up the vills. Just to chase one of these down. Going on over here? We have we got some men-at-arms. Yep, men-at-arms coming in now for the Aztec player, and they're attacking the archer range, which blue is trying to get up. Nice reaction there. Quick wall to keep that army out. Nice reaction there. Quick wall to keep this army in the TC. Wow, nicely done by blue. He is still doing it. Wow, nice play there for blue, getting those gates up, keeping that men-at-arms out of his gold there, and even forcing him into the TC to take extra damage. That was beautiful. Beautifully done by blue. He's been on point there. Blue's done good. Done good. Very cool. Very cool. Now trap it. Trap the army. Trap it. We want a gate. Do it. Do it, blue. You can do it. You can do it, blue. Oh. Trap the army. Okay, no. Alright, well, the gold, of course, is not denied, so I guess that's fine. But, of course, the berries being denied is super annoying for purple, because that's a lot of early food that you need. And look at that food count for purple at the moment. And I'm like, to show you the idle TC time. You see that go up? Yeah, that's just going to get worse and worse. Meanwhile, purple's own forward, of course, didn't work out. So, yeah, well, not looking so good for purple then, is it? I mean, Teal definitely spent a lot of time walking around, also has some idle TC time, so Teal's not in the best economic spot as well, but at least he has berries, so there's that. Teal also sending more villagers forward now. Yellow is Xing that. He's saying, watch out, dude, watch out. There's gonna be a tower, isn't it? Yeah. I think Teal is, at this point, basically said, I'm just gonna go completely YOLO and try to do as much damage to my opponents as possible. Which, I mean, he might very well might. Purple's taking out the palisade walls. He needs that extra food. We got one villager that's stuck inside these walls, obviously. As Teal comes forward with a tower right next to the gold. I mean, you want to place it a little bit further back, though, so that purple at least doesn't see it. Because now purple sees it. See, what's he going to do? He's not going to rush it down. There is Magyar scouts out there. Remember, these are not just scouts. They are Magyar scouts. They will absolutely destroy, incinerate, eviscerate your villagers if you try to kill those with vills. Don't even try it. Too much attack on those. Tower goes up, purple off a gold. Nice. Alright, on the other side, it looks a little bit more meta. I mean, blue is just on his wood line. He's walled from the wood line to his base. I like that. Even around his gold, that's a very nice wall. We got a wall off from green towards blue as well. And he will probably start walling on the right side as well. This is what they did last game, just to get a little bit of a team wall up. Yellow, though, finds that villager that was walling and says, nah, thank you very much. You can stop with the walls now. You will not be needing them. One villager down. Nicely done. Teal now going for a tower on the berries, or you can just fight this with the Magyar Scouts. Yeah, the berries, of course, are not walled in because purple already had a hard time going for berries. Looks like it, though, that teal is just going to go for another tower right on the gold for purple. Something that purple can probably not stop. Purple, you're gonna have to drop a tower here, purple. Drop a tower, purple. Drop a tower, because the Magyar Scouts will clean up your archers. Right, there's enough scouts here. Drop a tower, purple. Just do it, purple. Ah! Oh, the tower is going to go up. Okay, okay, that's fine too. Rush it down. That's okay. There's some archers here, right? This is fine. This is fine. There's enough archers here now to help in this fight. Tower goes up, but it will come right down as well. So purple takes some damage. Yellow sending in the scouts, and it looks like 5 villagers are about to get completely massacred here. Yeah, teal, hope you liked your economy because it's about to get a lot worse. Yeah, say goodbye as, nice quick wall there for purple. Trying to keep these villagers from running away. Running away they can't though, because these scouts are fast enough to chase them down. And there you go. These hated villagers, the tower vills, they get, they get annihilated. And there you go. Forward for teal is cleaned up, and teal down to 26 villagers. Now, of course, purple only has 23, so it's not like teal's behind or anything like that. But, I mean, it could be a lot better. Teal, I mean, at least purple has army, which teal does not. So teal's probably going to have to bring out some army soon. Probably skirmishers at some point if he wants to stay alive. Come with me if you want to live, huh? Alright, well, yellow is going to look for a place to raid in the back of green's economy, as green and blue are coming forward now against red. But yeah, green, you're probably going to have to defend your own base here in a second. 10 scouts versus just 8. Yeah, I mean, Magyars are great, but Slavs have an awesome farming economy, which allows them to get a lot more scouts out, even with the Magyar discount. There's no, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole. Oh, great find there for yellow. Great find indeed. And green, not paying attention to his woodline, is really, really suffering the consequences of that. Tries to run away with his villas. He's going to lose every single one of them. Every single one of these villagers is going to die. Green instantly will, try to go for a counterattack now. But I think yellow will probably pay attention to his woodline. Seeing what it did to his opponent when his opponent didn't pay attention. There you go. 15 villagers dead for green. Damn. 27 villagers only now for green versus 37 for the Slav player, who's about to click up to the cast slate as well. Beautifully played there by yellow. Very nice find. And an oversight for green that he didn't address that earlier. Yep. I'm gonna have to look at that all the time now. It looks like teal has military in purple space, which he doesn't. Green now is hoping for for a bit of luck here himself, but yeah, yellow's paying attention. She's gonna wall that right in. That's never gonna happen to you. Never gonna happen to you. For now. In red, we have 8 archers for the Aztec player. Of course, the faster producing production buildings can get a lot more military out than the Viking player. But the Viking player has the better economy. And indeed, the Viking player about to click up here, and red is not there quite yet. Pluto is bringing over his archers, sending them to yellow's base as he wants to help green break into the woodline. Yellow, though, decides to drop a tower that will go up, and it will push away green and blue's military. The green and blue are going to have to find something else to raid then, such as the gold, which would be a good spot. They've lost the night for the time being, as yellow and red are here. Green and blue hopefully can work together. Green is going down south, a bit of miscommunication now between blue and green, not keeping their armies together, and now blue is all the way alone in the back of yellow's base, and yellow can easily send scouts that way as well, as soon as red alerts him to the presence of the enemy archers. Got some archers in the back of green's base as well. I guess green is just kind of distracted, as he's now sending the scouts in again. Good. Now they can take a fight together. As green actually taking a fight against yellow, gets a few snipes in, a few hits in on the scouts for yellow, evening out the HP, and now yellow can support blue. As a result, red. As a result, blue taking a good fight there, actually almost killing red's archers there. Now, scouts for yellow are not attacking. I'm not sure why not. They're on an on-attack stance or something, but they are not attacking in time. Purple's archers in the back of his base get cleared up as well. And Sons of Corhal are finally getting that team wall up, which they really wanted. As we have stone walls now for Teal. Teal, who is not going to get the castle age anytime soon. He knows that as well, which is why he is preparing stone walls to hold his side, knowing that Purple will most likely get there first. Purple also making more military anyways. Green and blue still have some army alive. Green is not in castle age, but blue is. Of course, yellow just made it there and got some knights out, hunting down this army. Green is not going to provide some distraction, whereas blue will run into the archers, running right through the archers, but blue notices it first, kills a few of red's archers, and red now notices again and says, yo, they're right here, and blue now has crossbows. Oh boy. More scouts from green, which could probably find some kills. Oh, they could massacre red's wood line. Oh, if they only knew that it was there. Does green know this? Does he know it? He does not know it's there. Okay. Well, you should probably go look for it, actually. If you know that yellow towered, right? And purple also towered, you know that. Then, in that case, you should go looking for red's wood line. I think that would be a smart idea. While making these knights go this way, red is distracted on this side as well. The ultimate time to go for that. Now, it's not like you need those scouts anymore anyways, you know, just use those scouts. If he finds that wood line, that could be the thing that they need to come back into this game. Because remember, Sons of Corhal, despite being even in the Virgo now, right, and having a team wall up, they lost a lot of villagers there. As Teal actually completes his stone walls. Wow. Poor Teal is strong, man. Very strong. There's a little, some places where it's kind of weak, like right there, this tile. That right there should be a stone wall as well, because you can walk right around that. Right, if purple finds that, that's the way to break in. Yeah. Purple has had it with his inefficient foraging. It's going to take out some more of these palisade walls. Good stuff. At the same time, we have crossbows in the north versus crossbows in, for blue versus red at least. Blue with the 21 crossbows, red with only 15. Remember, there's some scouts here, which will be light cap fairly soon, because green will most definitely get that upgrade. As purple will finally get this wall down. You know what you should do? Once he breaks half of it and starts foraging again, just delete the rest of the wall. Just as a little bit of a passive-aggressive move. That would be really funny. You know, you had to spend so much time making this hole so he could actually take the berries, and then you delete the walls for him. That's like a final insult kind of move right there. Anyway, here comes green with these swift Slav knights. Trying to run into blue's base. Finds the town center. Of course, green will defend himself with light gaff. Upgrades are coming in right now. 5 seconds. And then he can fight. Well, not really fight and win this, because these are still Slav knights. They will still destroy you. But at least you can slow it down enough for blue to do the killing there. Meantime, yeah, here comes purple. Purple sniping some of the vills. But he can't break through. Not with that tower being there. Not for the time being. So yeah, Teal definitely keeping his side very, very safe. He's even walling on this side as well. I love this, by the way, right? So if you are behind, you're behind to a point where you can't really help your teammates militarily. One thing you can definitely do for them is wall. Because they won't have the time for that. Blue and green are too busy with their economy right now. They're too busy with military. You don't have to worry about that. Teal doesn't have a lot of military right now. So Teal is walling. I like that. That's good. He's even walling down here. You know, he's not just letting green sit out in the cold as well. And hey, as green's gonna wall himself now, double palisade wall, but hey, this is fine. This is fine. I like that actually. As yellow losing a bunch of knights there for free, not sticking together with red. As oh boy, Viking siege coming down. Yellow's trying to snipe it. The scorpions are getting close though. They will get some clean shots on red if he's not careful. One shot, but the scorpions go down. So yeah, all the siege is down as well. So that was good for yellow to find those. That's why he was distracted on the left and let those knights die. Alright, still more knights for yellow. Remember, he's been up in Castle Age for a little bit longer. Also got, his attack upgrade as well to match what the Magyar player was doing. We got some siege now forward from purple. As purple knows, yeah, we should just destroy this, right? And now there's a hole in teal's wall. Yep. The siege is coming in. I think we're gonna need some guard tower defense here. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a university now from teal. University for guard tower, or I guess a siege workshop. That's fine too. F team, more villagers, more military right now. Better economy overall, I'd say. Better military, obviously. They are putting some pressure on Sons of Korhal. This game is not as straightforward as one might think. Sons of Korhal, despite this being their home map, they're still struggling somewhat against FA Team, who have found a second wind. Just like in the semifinals. Ooh, lucky find there for Green to find those crossbows. Doesn't see the mangonels. He might see them now, actually. He sees them now, sends in the knights now to deal with those. Yeah, that's a lot of siege coming forward as well. Good stuff. We had a monk as well for purple. We'll try to get a conversion, not before the siege goes down, as Green will ignore that and actually just let that monk get a conversion, or not. Wow, that took a while. Yeah, Green's gonna run away. Sniping the siege was good enough. That was good enough. Gave Teal some time to get the walls up again. Teal is getting a university up now. That's good. Probably for chemistry crossbows, which is very strong. Or guard tower, whichever. As yeah, the palisade walls are not going to help you as much as the stone walls. Should have just let Teal stonewall there, man. As yellow and red and purple are looking to break in here and repeat their success from last game. Or not. Not going to walk in? Oh, Blue's army though. That's a giant Viking army. Blue's on the way to Imperial Age. Blue, get out of here. Oh, Blue, run away. He's getting surrounded from two sides. He's on the way to Imperial Age with 50 crossbows. That's nice, but he still has to fight his way out of here. He can one-shot knight, so it's a mic where he should be okay. But red is right there behind him with 41 crossbows as well. And there you go. Blue losing a lot of crossbows here as he ran away. Yeah, that was a bad move from Blue to send his crossbows all the way out there without cavalry support, knowing he was on the way to Imperial Age, knowing he was about to get his upgrades. Now luckily he kept most of that army alive, but still, that was dicey. That was very, very, very dicey. Green though so far struggled with the military production, at least, you know, keeping up with yellow this time around. Yellow of course making use of his awesome farms, as red and purple and yellow walk into the back of Sons of Korhal's base. Now, the risk here is if you get trapped here, which may very well happen, because remember, Blue is about to hit Imp, that may be very bad. It's yellow. Oh, I forgot Horse Collar. Ay. All these farms are Dark Age farms now. That's a lot of... Yeah, he had to reseed a lot of farms there. That's going to slow down your economy big time. Alright, now they know Blue's army is in the next stage, so Yellow's going to try to take a fight right now against these crossbows before Arbalest comes in, before Bracer comes in. As Blue sits in a choke point with 33 crossbows. Nicely done. Most of the knights for Yellow will die here. Blue also was sending it to villages to build a town center. I'm not sure what he was doing there, but almost sacrificed those. Here we go. We get Green coming in from the side to kill this crossbow army. Good stuff. As Blue lost so many arbalests, man. None of this would have happened if he had just kept his crossbows at home for a second. Just for a second, keep him at home, wait a bit, and then go into Imp, get your upgrades, have 50 arbalests with upgrades, and there would have been no one to stop him now. Now, however, I mean, red and purple and yellow were able to do some damage at the very least. Now, of course, red, who is also kind of overstaying his welcome now, is also about to lose all these beautiful crossbows of his, just as he was about to click up the imp. Yeah, unfortunately, the same applies to red. Now, red, of course, saw an opportunity to do damage, so it's okay. But at the end of the day, he's still going to lose his army. Didn't do that much damage here, in Blue's base at least. Yeah, Blue didn't lose that many villagers. And still, all the crossbows will go down for the Aztec player as well. Which is a big, big loss indeed. We have, wow, quite a stonewall there for the Celt player. Yeah, the Celt player has yet to come out with siege again. Yeah, he actually is making siege again. So there you go. He's making pikemen as well to protect the siege from enemy knights. Of course, now you need something against the crossbows. As yellow breaking in here, trying to overwhelm blue with numbers, as he still has a lot of knights. 26 knights indeed is enough to kill Arbalest if you just get a nice engagement on them. Because even Arbalest There's only few and low numbers of them. They can't kill knights. No, no. You need good numbers of them. Like this army right there. And this army can kill knights. Yellow sees it and gets out of there. Now, blue definitely took some losses there. 11 villagers down now, but still. Army count is in favor for Sons of Korhal. They are still behind in the vill count, but again, with the better military. Both green and yellow will probably not be able to click up to Imperial Age anytime soon. They are producing from 3 stables, the both of them. It's going to take a while, so it looks like full castle age play for the time being. Yes. Teal could click up. Teal is getting chemistry right now, which will definitely help him, as this villager is slowly trying to get out. Actually, the vill is dead, but the barracks is still being used because he probably grouped all his barracks together, so that barracks is actually making military right now. That's hilarious. Alright, some Celt Siege on Teal's base. Teal is getting close to clicking up there, though. Getting close. And with a castle, can definitely save himself. How much stone does he have? Not enough for a castle. He could buy it though, but I think he wants to go up to Imp here first, which would be the better way to go. Then he has Arbalest. One upgrade that I'm missing here, Guard Tower. Get Guard Tower. Guard Tower will stop the Celt Siege for the time being. And on the news, ooh, red again, almost making the same mistake as blue. His archers were way too far forward there before he got all his upgrades. Now he has his upgrades. Now he can move out again a little bit. Not that far though, because blue is still here with a giant army. But yeah, as a result, look, now red is again behind in numbers. As Teal is sacrificing his units, tanking some fire there. Yellow is coming from this side, but remember, yellow can't take a fight here either, as green is not up, but yellow is. Wow, yellow managing to click up here. Now, he is falling behind in the knight numbers, but if he gets the cavalier upgrade, at the very least, he can get the final armor upgrade as well, which will allow him to fight against the enemy's arbalests again. However, the Magyar player cannot just get cavalier with the final armor upgrade. They can get Paladin. Oh yes. Now green does not have the economy to afford that right now. 81 villagers. He's only on 2 town centers, so he's not as far ahead as yellow is with 98 villagers. But still though, you need that economy as the crossbows. What? What was going on over here? Hold on just a second. Wait. What is this? Teal deciding to move out, gets in the minimum range of the mangonels, right? Kills one of the mangonels, kills another mangonel, at least tries to. Kills the monk, kills the mangonel, yeah. Wow, that was a weird move right there. They'll get guard tower though, good. Very good. Tato would be proud of you. Alright, well, yellow and red are assembling their forces. Remember, yellow about to hit Imperial Age here. Teal's about to hit Imp as well, but so is purple. So it's, oh man, the stakes are higher, man. Neither team wants to lose this game. Both teams want to get a victory here, and both teams are fighting so hard for it. Still, not really a clear sign who is actually going to win this game. It's still fairly even. It's dead even, in fact. Yeah, as purple's trying to break in, but can't do that with just pikemen. The castle now going up in front of purple's base to give him a teal's base. I mean, in order to give him a nice leg up. Oh, the big deal here. Teal running out of gold. They need to strike out now. This castle can't go up. This castle cannot go up. Has to be denied. It has to be denied. You need to deny this. Teal, one more shot. Bam. Doubt castle. Doubt! That's right, it's a doubt castle. A very important one as well, because now Teal can safely drop a town center or a castle or something like that in front of his gold, which he needs, because he was about to run out of it too. Yeah, this was an important swing of events right there. We have Mangonel sneaking through. Is he gonna get a kill? Gonna get a shot off at the crossbows. Kills one crossbow. Alright then. Castle gets walled in, so it can never go up again. It's at 79%. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. There's a market's going up for trade. Again, for long-term gold, that will be nice. But in the short term, yeah, Teal needs the gold over here. He needs the gold over here. As yellow takes the fight. Green still in castle age. He has to take this fight now. Chemistry crossbows will do a little bit of extra damage, of course. But there's not enough of them here to really help. A halberdier here as well. And Teal gets pushed off a gold once again. Oh, critical moment here. as the Cavalier making it to Teal's base. Teal's going to try to wall that in as much as he can, but someone is going to have to help him here. Green's uptime is just kind of late there. Green definitely took some damage early on, especially with that raid on the woodline. Really set Green back for the time being, and as a result, his uptime was just kind of late compared to Yellow's uptime, and it's really starting to hurt them now as, yeah, Teal is trying to keep himself alive as much as he can. Cavalier did in fact make it into Teal's base and then just run right out of it again. Alright then. As the Helvetiers are ching-chinging right through, ching-chinking I mean, right through the defenses, even though they didn't have to because there was a hole right there. There you go. And now they can attack the villager. Oh, they get their kill. Bunch of bullies. As a battering ram is slowly taking out his town center, not much that Teal can do about that. He has one bomber cannon which he cannot eject from his siege workshop, as Green and Teal are fighting a desperate struggle to keep Teal alive on the right hand side. Remember, still, that's the only gold that Teal has. There is no other gold. There's no extra gold to take after all. The bigger fight happening on the left there. Siege Ram have come out. Red overwhelming blue as well. Is this the moment for F8 Team? Is this the moment for F8 Team? They are pushing forward on both sides now. Teal is off for gold. Yellow is helping Red, pushing to Blue's base. Blue is going to have to defend himself with something else than just Arbalest, since the Siege Ram are really not helping him there. That's what they do. Tank fire, meaning that you can't go, you can't just attack, you know, patrol into your opponent because your Arbalest will be firing against the Rams. Green sacrificing some of his knights to take the Rams out. He is now going to get his upgrades, but again, not a lot of knights for Green as he had to really struggle and produce to keep both sides alive. Wow. I mean, Red for now pushed back as Blue holds the line with some help of Green. Of course, if Green goes to the left, he is needed on the right again, as we have a few Arbalest for Teal. Only a few, though, defending the line against the Celt and against the Slav player. Trade slowly starting to set up. I mean, if they get trade up, then this gold doesn't matter anymore for Teal. But for now, Teal needs that gold to set up trade and get military out. Teal has 12 Arbalest. That is more military than Purple has. Purple right now, not making a lot of military. I think Purple, yeah, he knows I don't get Arbalest, right? I don't get Bracer, so what do I go for, right? Helvetier and Siege, that's all I can do. Well, we need some onagers here. That's what we need. Onagers would be good. Something, right? As we have, oh boy, Yellow breaking into a little foray here into Green's base, killing a lot of villagers on the gold, as well as Blue's villagers on the gold. Yep, Arbalists are here to defend though, and the Cavalier being used right now against the Castlevilles, which are indeed killed. So it's a somewhat doubt castle, but I mean, you know, it's never in doubt that it will go up. Green will just finish it now. So there you go. That will also force Red away. That's good. The Red will have to find some corridor between these two castles now, unless he kills this castle, which he's thinking about, but he can't do it right now. The Rams can't make it to the base of the castle. As Green though gets a nice engagement here, somewhat against Red, but he doesn't quite have the numbers, does he? I mean, Blue is coming in behind. Here comes Yellow, and it's going to be one of the deciding fights. But Green doesn't want to take it. Not yet. He doesn't have the numbers quite yet. Of course, Green, there's one unit that he wants. One unit that he may not be able to get. He's thinking about it though. Look at that. Look at that food count for now. He doesn't have the gold though. That's the problem. It's going to take a while before he's going to be able to get to that. As we are in a late game Colosseum game. Crazy stuff. That rarely happens, by the way. Late game Colosseum? Oh man. But we're here now as both sides trading cavalry evenly. Both sides trying to get a trade. Both sides trying to get an advantage now. We got some elite skirmishers now for Blue to push back this army for Red. And Red does not have a whole lot of army right now. Red is making a lot of trade at the moment. Probably banking on the fact he could just use his Arbalest to stave off aggression. I mean, trade is set up. Lots of trade too for F8 Team at the moment. Way more than for Sons of Korhal. But look at that military count. Way more military for Sons of Korhal. We got the Onager upgrade came in for the Kel player, but no Onagers. So now we have stone walls for the Kel player, knowing that soon he will probably get destroyed by this forward. Yeah, late game Kels. If you don't have siege and infantry out already, you're going to struggle big time. You need lots of seats here, and unfortunately, Onager are not going to help you that much here. You'd say, oh yeah, but Onager is good, right? Yes, but then there is these bastards. these freaking bombard cannons. Have enough range to snipe your onagers from a distance, and if you can micro them well, you can keep them out of harm's way at all points. Red's, yeah, all Red's progress has been turned right back, as now Red is now under siege himself, defending himself against the army of Blue, who is yet to bring out some siege, which he's doing right now. Green is, yeah, I mean, the stone walls up in the middle everywhere. We got castles as well. Green just waiting for Paladin, I'm sure. But he needs gold first. He's making trade cards, but not a whole lot of them. Right now it's 28... Oh, light cap, not Cavalier for Yellow. Yellow also doesn't have the gold, does he? No. But he does have a lot of trade, actually. 19 trade cards. So Yellow will have a lot of gold soon. He's getting 100 gold. No, 76 gold per trip. That's pretty decent, isn't it? Pretty nifty. As Red's trying to take a fight here, but he's losing a lot of Arbalest in the process. I'm not sure about that one, Red. Don't think that's worth it. Especially when Green is here to support. Support against the light cav. Yeah, Red losing a lot of military there. I don't think that was worth it at all. Right now getting Elite Skirm himself, that's fine. Remember that Aztecs do get awesome Elite Skirm. Atalato, the Elite Skirms, at least that's what it's called. It gives you extra... something. Armor, I think, but, what does it give you again? Now I need to know. Hang on. I want to know now. I need to know this. I mean, I know that Hulchi Javelineers for Mayans gives you an extra Javelin, but Atalato gives you extra attack, extra range. Okay, there you go. See, that makes more sense. To give him extra Pierce armor, that wouldn't really matter, right? Extra range is good, extra attack is good as well. I like that. Good. A lot of Hussars here for the Slav player. No Hussars yet for the Magyar player, but he's probably thinking about it because he also is running out of gold there. There you go. The Hussar upgrade now coming in. That's good. And it will be a big trash battle in the middle of the map with Arbalest to boot. Oh boy, oh boy. Right now, though, it's Sons of Carhal who are holding the front, and it's a lot of trash for them at least. Alright, of course, with Atalato, there will be better trash for Red, obviously, but he first needs to get a castle up and get that upgrade, which at the moment is not really feasible. We have Yellow trying to go for the bombard cannons now. Oh, Yellow wants to kill the bombards. He wants to kill those bombards. Teal knows that he's trying to move him away as much as he can into a choke point. There's some hand cannoneers as well for the Bohemian player. Now remember, Bohemian hand cannoneers are pretty good against infantry, which is what Purple was thinking about. You know, Purple was getting the longsword upgrade. I don't think that's going to do anything for you there. No. As Yellow's army gets destroyed once again. It's 163 military right now for Sons of Carhal. Just not that much for Epic Team. They have the economy. They just they haven't been able to turn it into a large army at the moment. And again, having Celts doesn't help you here, because now you're just making a unit that is already being countered by what's on the field. Already being countered, right? Not just before. It's already countered. Blue is here. We got Berserks as well from the blue player, which are an awesome unit as well. They will definitely destroy anything that the Aztec player can make, you know, except for champions. Or and of course Jaguar Warriors, which I wonder if Red's going to even try to go for that. All the Berserks are on the other side right now, so he may not know. Yellow is sending in all the cavalry that he can just to kill these skirmishes. I mean, Yellow and Red still holding on. He will get the siege as well. There you go. Siege units go down as well. Red still stabilizing on the left-hand side. But if Yellow sends military to the right, it's needed on the left. I mean, it's needed on the right. That hole is not plugged up either. And then you got a Cavalier make it in. There's some onagers there. Attack ground. That was a miss. As Green has yet to react to that. Attack ground again. Because otherwise you're just going to lose the onagers. Purple. Ah, purple. No. The Magyar player realized it in time. Kills all of these seed onagers. One shot. Oh, just one shot. One shot would be awesome. Ah, no. Oh, wait. Alright, well, at least we got one Arbalest. On a big bada boom, that's what we want. And see, Purple is slowly dying to that. Purple doesn't have the military to deal with this. He simply doesn't have the military to deal with this. Like, Aztecs can hold Vikings. Like, at least they get good options. They get Arbalest, at least. Celts don't have anything here. They just don't. Like, you go for infantry, it gets countered by hand cannoneers. You go for archers, you do not get all the upgrades. You go for cavalry, it gets destroyed by the pikemen. Like, what do you do then? You go for siege, you get sniped by bomber cannons. Like, it's just no good, whatever you do here. Like, Celts just... That's why I don't particularly like Celts as a civilization. I know in late game, if you have a lot of economy and a lot of boom, but a lot of siege, yeah, that can be nice, but... We're not there yet. We're simply not there yet. Champions now coming in for purple, but again, champions against hand cannoneers. At the same time, we have a giant slugging match on the left-hand side. Now green with the more military, breaking into the skirmisher range here, as red did not get Atalantl yet. No, he didn't. Not yet. He could, though. He could. Would definitely help you a little bit, but my god. Roko! What up, my man? How you doing? Aha! Right in time for what looks to be the end of this category B final, man. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, every team, they're holding on for their dear life. They are trying to struggle. They are trying to stay alive as much as they can, but that military count is not looking too good for them. It really isn't. We got our... Oh, wow! Secret raid here by Blue. I think Blue is actually looking at the... He actually exited. He's like, look at this. Wow, that may be the GG moment. Look at all that trade go down. There's no way to come back from that now. They were banking on that trade. They needed that trade. That was a lot of trade that went down just in a second there. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no siege on it just for you. Wait, big boom, bada booms. Let's go. Yes! There you go. That's what we wanted to see. More booms. Come on. Boom. Aw. Well, darn it. Got some raiding in the back here, but I think yellow, green can probably deal with that. There you go. Red and yellow still sending in the troops, but again, losing that much trade there. That definitely hurt them a little bit as well. Because now yellow has to send all his gold again to the market to try to make more trade cards to get his trade back to 40, which is the ideal number if you want to spend. Problem is, he's still losing trade because Blue is still raiding here and they haven't noticed it. They haven't noticed it yet. And Blue is just happily sitting there like, well, if they haven't noticed, all right then. Day 45, they still don't know I'm here. Alright, more skirmishers now being sent out by the Viking player, but yeah, they're getting mopped up by the Hussars. I mean, that army count is evening out there. F8 team in a nick of time, producing. But on the other side... Yeah, the other side is still a problem here. What does the Celt player do? Yeah, okay, this is a champion. In case you were like, wait, what's that? I know it looks like a legionary from Age of Empires 1. That's because of a mod. And I forgot to turn it off once again. Because I just thought, what are the odds that someone is going to make champions in a team game? There you have it. Whoops. Oh, yeah, the Onager did not get close enough to get a shot in. Yeah, this slow ball of the military will get closer and closer to the end as... Oh, Teal! Teal. Ooh, it could have easily lost something there. We have lots of Hussars raiding in the back of Blue Spades as well. I mean, this is the way to come back into the game as well. You know, raid your opponent, stop them from having resources. But there's one thing... Oh, we got raid now. One thing that frightens me a little bit about the resources for green. You see those resources? He is still spamming Hussar now, but if he would just let up the Hussar spam for a second, he could get Paladin. Yes, Paladin indeed. Now that is a strong unit, something that the Slav player simply cannot match. Simply can't match that. Now looks like Red finally figured out that there was this sneaky army here running around their trade, sniping their trade, and still is, by the way. Look at that. Blue, this army got so much value, killed so much trade. It was really well done. And look at the gold count for F8 team there. They're just so far behind in the gold count, whereas the gold count for Sons of Kahal, at least for green, is a lot better. And green again, just get that Paladin upgrade, my man. Paladin upgrade. He's making Cavalier right now. No Cavalier. Get the Paladin upgrade. You have the resources for it. But they're getting close. Close to the trade. They know the trade is right there. I mean, what's left of it, that is. And slowly but surely, Team FS, the defenses on the right are getting breached. Yeah, Red is still holding on the front. And that's true. Like I said, Aztecs can do this. They can hold on. But what do Celts do here? What do they do? What do they make? Champion's not going to help you against hand cannoneers and arbalets. Halberdiers, again, will also die to that, but would probably be a little bit better against the cavalry. Cavalry dies. Siege dies as well. It's just the Celts in late game against this composition just struggling to keep this up, as right now Yellow is sending in everything he can just to stop his opponents from raiding over here on the gold. There's SARs everywhere right now. As of course in that low, green is taking time to take some more space in the front. At the same time sending military to the left hand side. Red now losing most of his arbalest once again before he can finish up that castle. Well, he might actually finish up the castle. The ram to the base of the castle. Gets a hit in. Trebuchet, hero trap. 2 more shots. 1 more shot. Oh, and it gets killed by the trap. Oh, it was so close. So darn close. Oh man. Yeah, again, 88 military for F team. The population's just not looking healthy for purple. It's looking okay for red. It's looking fine for yellow. But the populations for Sons of Kahal are just that much more healthy. As yellow's sending in the hussars, trying to kill these bombard cannons at least. Is he gonna get them though? Those pikemen. Those freaking pikemen. There's 2 bombard cannons in there which stay alive. Wow, but only just. Look at this pikeman doing work there. That's Bohemian pikeman for you right there. With extra bonus damage versus cavalry. The trade is still right there. They're getting raided still. And purple at this point doesn't have the resources really to help his teammates. And even what he can make is not going to help him defend here. I mean, honestly, the only thing you can do now is just go full skirmisher and hope for the best. Full trash, hope for the best. Because trade's not going to be. With only 6 trade, it's not going to be gold units, that's for sure. As green is keeps sending in these raiding parties on the left. The left-hand side seems to be going to the favor of green and of blue right now. As green has yet to go for paladin. And green, for crying out loud, stop making cavalier, make paladin. If you can make 12 cavalier, you can make paladin, damn it. That will be the game-ending unit right there. There's nothing they could do about that. And then you have paladin. For Christ's sake, paladin is a lot stronger than cavalier. There's no counter to that for yellow, save for boyars, which he's not going to be making here from one castle. Doubt it. Yeah, looking at the Vilcon for yellow, it's slowly going down. Vilcon for purple has stayed around 86 for the time being. Most of that is right there, taking fights. As yeah, the Bohemian player is still trying to push past this, trying to push past these defenses here. I mean, they're still holding on as hard as they can, but for how long can they? Oh man, as now blue is sending food to Cascot, says, yo, get imp. And now Cascot gets imp. Now he finally gets imp. Alrighty, and a imp. Paladin. Now he finally gets Paladin. Paladin is on the way. Once that is in, there is just no way to kill that. There's no way. There's nothing that yellow has to deal with that. He can't go for boyars. He simply does not have to trade. Well, he doesn't have to trade for it. He doesn't have the castles for it. That's the problem. You need more castles than just 1. You need to have at least 3 if you want to do something like that. As yellow takes one giant battle once again to hopefully push this back. There simply is not enough military. There's enough trash here for the Viking player to keep fighting the Aztec player, who still did not get Atalatl actually. He didn't get Atalatl. That's the unique deck. It gives your skirmisher extra range, extra attack. Now they're just the same as the Viking player, except lacking the final armor upgrade. Oh, Red forgot an upgrade there that he doesn't get. So he didn't forget it, he just doesn't get it. So no wonder his skirmishers are worse. That's why you need the Atalatl upgrade, that's for sure. Yeah, but with Red being pushed back now, look at that military count, it's just not healthy. Teal spreading out his military as well. The trade is getting delayed as well. Yeah. Man. Who is raiding really hard right now, actually. I hope it's not gonna disconnect the internet or like the power for a while. If that happens, I will be back. Don't worry. I do have to say that every time, but can't help that. It's Florida. It's kind of something that happens over here, you know. You know, we should already be happy we have power all day, for that matter. Honestly, I know that's not always a given. Certainly not for these civilizations, because the power is about to be turned off for them. As I think Teal noticed that, hey, purple has a lot of economy there. Let's kill that eco, shall we? As, yeah. Same time, blue overrunning red on the left side. Ah, Paladin is in as well. And now you'll see there's simply nothing they have against that. Magyar Paladin will be the game-ending unit here. Paladin in the trade is usually the GG moment, yeah. Oh, F-It team, they fought so hard, you know. They even were poised to go for a comeback here. They looked pretty good in this map as well, in this match as well. You know, they had Sons of Kahal on the back foot early in. But Sons of Kahal, they just regrouped, took some good fights, got some nice pushes going on the left and the right side, and now there's just too much going on. You can't keep up with that. The GG, it's called. F-It team tapping out. They can be proud of their performance, but Sons of Kahal is the champion, the new Category B champion of Virgo Cup VII. Congratulations. Indeed, felicitaciones. I appreciate the sportsmanship. I really do.